Yes.
Recording is on.
All right. So I started recording. So I have to just go back. So for some reason, some formulas are not in Excel, like data if it's not in Excel. So just like a quick recap, in case anyone's picking up this video, X lookup, for example, you can see it is a function in Excel. If I go to V lookup, you can see the V lookup is a function in Excel. However, the function dated if does not exist in Excel as a function. However, it exists, but it's an underground function. Even to be fair, if I create a function myself, my function would exist. For example, I have a function called date, which I've created. The function exists in Excel. So for some reason, I don't know if I even have a function called table. You can see table one, table four. Those functions exist. I created those functions, but however, dated if does not exist in Excel as a function that you can see, but the function exists, but it's not just open. So how do you use the formula? The formula is called dated if. That is the formula. So I'll tell you what the formula does before I even use the formula at all. So what the formula basically does is that the formula gives you what is called, it is used to search something. For example, if I have here, can someone mute themselves, please? I have to mute you. Okay, thank you for muting yourself. So if I have a a formula. Let's say, for example, now I have a set of data, and these data are so many. I use data diff a lot in my office every day. In fact, if not every day, like once in 2 days, I must use data diff because it's a very good function that you need to use. So you need to learn, you need to listen to this very well, please. For example, now as an auditor, we audit for the year ended 2024, for example, because we most times it's 2024 December, or if it's March year end. So now I'm doing debtors audits. I'm trying to audit debtors. It works more for data. I'm going to show you example. Don't worry. I'm going to show you more example even as we go on for data if. So as I'm auditing debtors, I want to be sure. Okay, I'm checking recoverability to know that these debtors that I have here, I have debtors for. Don't worry. Let me not go into that example now because I have an example which I've put down for you. It's in my class for next week already. So I'll explain that when I get to next week class. But let me just give you a little understanding of the type if. So 2024 now is the year of my audit. Then 2021 is the year, is it 2020, 2021 is the year we sold to a client. In the first 3 months, let's say by our policy might say the first 30 days or first 60 days, the goods, when they've not paid us back, it means that there are no issues. But when it gets to 90 days, it's getting to substantive. Then it gets like maybe 180 days and it's going to become bad debt. So which means you need to write provisions. So as an auditor, I'll be checking that, okay, if you are providing for this, have you provided for these bad debts in your book? How do I know if you've done it? Some companies have debtors list of up to 1,000 page. Some companies have debtors of up to about 5,000 debtors list, because if it's a big company that produces vehicle, or that produces that are into maybe retail sales, they will have lots of data. For example, property companies that are into letting, that have letting, that they let for council, local council authorities, all of that. They usually have, or the CIC companies, the CICs, yes, usually have where they have agreement with local council to pay for people on benefits. So those people, they usually have loads of lists because they are paying for people on benefits, like government pay for their house rent every month. Those people have like loads of people that they got their list of occupants that they need to collect money from every month. So with that, I cannot go and be searching one by one to say, oh, this is June. Okay, calculate. No. So in that case, data if does the work for me. So for example, let's use an example. If 2021 is this, so let me just say how the formula works first. In data diff, you have to start the date. The date you're starting with has to be a smaller date. So it has to be like, for example, 20, if you have 2020, I'm looking for a shorter stuff. Let me come here. If you have 2021 as a year, and you have 2022 in another year, and you cannot then do equals dated if. You can't say dated if 2022, comma, 2021, and then specify the month. I don't worry, I'm going to teach you everything, don't worry. And then it's going to give you error. Why has it given me error? Because you don't start dated if it's a year that is higher than the year before it. What I've said is that for you to use dated if you are using 2020, if you are checking within 2 dates range, okay, let me go back and start. Let me make you understand. Let me just make you understand. Dated if shows you 2 date ranges within 2 years or 2 months or 2 days. For example, I could say dated if 2021 and 2022. I could say dated if 2023, 2024, or I could say dated if April and May. I could say dated if 21st and 22nd. So it checks like dates for you and counts it for two ranges. So I'm going to give you an example of what I've just said now. I'm just looking for how to say it in a way that is going to be very, very easy. So now let's assume that I'm trying to count. Okay, I have dates here, which is good. I'll say equals dated if. Like I said, don't forget, dated if is not a function you can see in Excel. It's a hidden function in Excel. For some reason, I don't know why Excel hid that function. Nobody knows about the function. But a few people know about the function and they use the function. Not just dated if function, we have more functions that are hidden in Excel that you cannot find. But if you are Excel users, you would know that the function exists. So now let's assume I'm looking at the difference between these 2 days, 22nd and 29th. I want to know how many days apart within those 2 days. So I'm going to use dated if to do that. So, but if I'm using dated if to do it, I cannot start with 29th and then say comma 22nd. It will not work that way. Also, I want to point your attention to something on dated if. You look at dated if, all other formulas in Excel, for example, if I say X lookup, XLOOKUP will show you lookup value, lookup array. It will tell you what to enter. You have an idea what to enter. But however, if you go to dated if, it has nothing like that. If you see, dated if has nothing like that. You can see nothing like start with this date, end with this date. So it doesn't tell you anything, which means Excel for some reason does not want you to use dated if. I don't know why. Maybe because they're trying to hide the information. I don't know why they're hiding it, but it's a very good function in Excel you need to know how to use. So if I want to know the difference between these 2 days of 22nd and 29, I want to know how many days apart. I'll click on the smaller date first. So don't forget, dated if you start from the smaller date before the bigger date. Let me just write it down. Start with, for dated if, you start with the smaller date before the current or higher date. When I say higher date, I mean, for example, e.g., e.g., 2021 before 2022. So I hope that will be very clear. I don't know if you followed me so far to that point. Just let me know. I want to be sure you are following me. Do you understand to this point?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
all
sir.
right. So that's it. So now I'm going to go to the formula now, dated if. So now I'm using dated if formula now. So don't forget the smaller date is, so I'm trying to check the days now. I have 22nd and 29th. So I want to know the difference between these two dates. I'll just say this date, comma, and 29, this date. Then you have to now put comma. Then you have to now tell dated diff what units are you checking. Am I checking a month? Am I checking, because Excel doesn't know if this thing is day or is month or year. So I have to tell Excel using what, a, don't forget I taught you yesterday, when you're putting a strange word in Excel, you have to use apostrophe. What was it called? Question mark. Yes, you have this question mark to demarcate what you are putting. So what I'm putting in here is that I'm telling this Excel that it is a day, is not a month, so that Excel knows this is in days. So I'm going to put D here, and I'm going to then put question mark. I could put small letter D, it doesn't matter. I could put D and put the question mark and close it. So I've told Excel that D means day, give me back in day, then hit enter. It tells me that there's 7 days difference. Can you see it within them? So if, for example, it's a month, so in dated if again, let me just give something. I have something that I wrote down here. Let me just send this to you. Let me just add this to the chat. You can just add this on the chat.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, go
I
on.
don't know whether I'm the only one. The what you interpreted on the sheet, I'm not seeing it clearly. I don't know whether I'm the only one. I
Okay.
don't know.
Can you all see
I
my
don't.
screen clearly? Because I can see what I'm sharing clearly.
Yeah, I can see it, but when you are putting the formula, or your typing, we are not. I'm not seeing it. I don't know whether I'm the only ones.
Okay. Let's see. Hold on. Because no, I can see it. I'm seeing my screen. I can see what I'm putting is clear. Does anybody have the same challenge? Does anyone have the same challenge? Can you see my screen clearly? Please let me know.
No, the screen is clear, but when you are typing those formulas, the interpretation of the formulas are not feasible because it's far. I don't know about that.
Okay. For example, if I use X lookup, can you see the formula interpretation? Can you see it? Oh, I see what you're saying. You can't see that X lookup is giving you like lookup value, lookup array. Is that what you mean? Is that what you mean? Okay, I have to bold it. Okay, right, that's fine. Okay,
Let's also hear from others if they are facing the same thing, or I'm the only one.
let me bold it. Can you see my
Okay.
screen?
Are you using laptop or your phone?
That's another thing. Are you using phone or laptop? Are you using phone or laptop?
I'm using my phone. Maybe probably I will change to my
That's why
laptop
you
and
can.
see.
That's why you couldn't see it.
Okay, let me go ahead. Let me change to my laptop.
Yes. All right. So, thank you very much, sir. So then, like I said, dated if. So the formula helps you to just check what. I'm on concat. Sorry. so 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 the formula helps you to. Sorry, 1 minute, please. I need to. So the formula helps you to check date range. So if it is good for to check debtors, that I use it for debtors most time when I'm checking aging debtors. So in your company, for example, you're trying to check people who are owing you. You want to know how long they've owed you. I'll show you all of that. Don't worry. I'm just showing you the example of dated if how it works, just to have an idea of it. Don't worry. When I come to it, I have a proper example with real life example debtors listing that I'm going to show you, and I'll show you the example how it works. So in data if we have these certain things, which is called, I've sent you the chat. You see, D is called difference in days. I don't know if you can see the chat, but give me a thumbs up. It's in your chat on the group chat. So D is called days in difference in days. And while M is like you want to know like the difference in months. Then while year is the difference in years. So for example, I'm just going to zoom this out a bit so I can show you what I'm doing. So, for example, I've done this for day. If I try to clean this off, and then I could do for months. So, for example, can you?
Okay, yeah. Sorry, I just switched to my.
Yeah. All right. So now, so if you look at what I'm doing now, so if you look at this side, you can see I have the date. The date is what 22nd of January 2021 is the date, right? Which I have. Let's say that's the date of my debtors listing. So the good thing about data diff is that data diff understands months automatically, it understands year automatically, and it understands days automatically. You don't need to tell him, oh, this is 01 is month, 04 is month, 22nd is day. No, it understands by itself. So I'm going to write the formula now to show you what I mean. So I've done dated if, and I'm clicking on 22nd of January 2021, comma. That is a smaller date, don't forget. And I'm clicking on the what? Another date. Let's say I'm coming. I'm just trying to make it a complete date so it doesn't give any syntax error. So let's say I've said um 31st of December 2024, for example. So now I want to check the difference within those. So I'm going to just close this, open this bracket and say click on this, which is the smaller date. I'm comparing to the bigger date. That's the best way I can explain it. Smaller date to bigger date. I hope that makes sense. So to 2024. So now I'm telling data that give me these dates either in months. I could want to see in months, the difference in months. So you can see the movement is just from the month is from January 2021 to Feb to December 2024. That's like 1 year, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024. If I say in months, then you have to count, that's like 4 years. Then you have to count 60 times and 12 times 4. That's 24, 48. That's like 48 months it should be giving me. If I put in quotation mark M, which means M means months, and I close it, that should be giving me about 47, 48 months. So it won't give me 48 months because it doesn't count the first month. So if you are now doing your own analysis, what we always do is this: we always do what's called plus one to get, sorry, 1 minute. We always do what's called plus one to get what we exactly want. Oh, that's giving me a format of date because it said if. Oh, sorry, one one plus, it should be bracket open, then bracket close. Yes, that's fine. I'll format it into general. So it's formatted in date, that's why. So what happened there was that my Excel was formatting in date automatically. My Excel, this line is formatting in date based on my format. If you were in class yesterday, I showed us how to check this thing I'm talking about. I've showed you how to see the general and every of those things, how to use those general and all of this function. I've showed us yesterday, so I don't want to go back to it today. So it's formatting this. I've changed it back. So you can see that this is like 48 months because don't forget, dated if would not show you the first month you're counting, which is January. It will skip it. It will assume January is already there. So it will just say February, March, April, May, like that. Then so 2021 to 2024 is 4 years, which is 48 months. So because I said I want it in months, it's giving me 48 months. Similarly, it keeps formatting in dates. Nice. I'll change it to general to be in months. So sorry. So that's it. So basically, if I want to do this the same thing, if I want to change it to say, let's say I want it to give me in years. So don't forget, we have how many years there? We have 2021 there. So we have 2022, 23, 24. So if I say give me in years, just going to change this M to Y. Then it gives me back in years. It didn't even understand that I want it to give me in years. When I click on this, it gives me in years. For some reason, my Excel is formatting in to dates. Maybe because that is in a table. I keep changing this to general. So you can see it's giving me 4 years. So like I said, don't forget, dated if would not give you the first year. It always keeps it. So you have to put 1 plus whatever you're doing in dated if to get the exact correct month. If I hadn't done this, it was going to give me 3 years. So because I had done 1 plus, then also what I did again, I don't talk about that for now. What I did again, if you notice, I put a new bracket here to cover my dated if. So if you look at it here, because if I wrote dated if as a function in Excel, I needed to put because if I'm doing 1 plus in the beginning, Excel will be thinking that that 1 plus is part of the formula because I've done equals at the beginning. Equal sign believes that after equal sign, you have to go with a formula in Excel. So Excel thinks that that is a formula I'm writing. So for me to tell Excel, this is not a formula, you use a bracket to enclose it off. So I'm closing it off saying, Excel, that's not a formula. It's not part of this formula. So do something different. So I've used brackets open and I have to close that bracket. Anytime you write an Excel formula, and your Excel formula is ending with a colored bracket. It's not that you need to add one more bracket to close off that colored. The bracket that ends your Excel formula must not be in colored. It must be black. Once it is black, then that Excel formula is completely done. Can you see now? I've put that in and I hit enter, and that gives me 4. Sorry, let me just deal with this at once. Let me clear format. I've cleared the format, it will not happen again. So that's another thing you can do. If you're having problem with your formula, just go and clear format. It's coming back. I think it's saying this as a date. It's saying the formula it's saying that place as a date. That's why. Control C, Control V. It's saying that's a date. That's why. So it's saying that a date. That's why because I've cleared formats and it shouldn't still be there. So 1 minute. Okay, let me leave this for now. I'm jumping beyond the gun. Let me leave this for now and let's move on. I'll show you what I'll show you later. So what I was going to do there before, I was going to use a function called trim and clean to stop it from happening from doing that, but I won't do that. If I do that, I'll be showing you what I shouldn't be showing you for now. I'm going to show you that in the class today. So let's leave that for today, the rest of the class. If I use trim and clean, that would not happen again. I'll clean that place totally. So I'll show you that later in data cleansing. So that's data diff anyway. I don't know if you got what I've just taught in data diff or you want me to explain further. So if I change this to also to day, to D, D means day, it's going to return the number of days in 4 years for me. It's going to return the number of days in 4 years for me. So we have 1,440 days difference. I don't know if you got what I've talked about or you need to explain further. I don't know if you understand. If you understand, give me a thumbs up or you want me to explain further. I'm willing to explain further. Please, if you respond quickly,
Okay.
it helps us, please. I need to move fast.
Okay, sir. Now this 1,400, 1,400 days. What does it interpret? Does it
What
mean that
it
you
means
take
is that
100?
what it means is that in 4 years we
Okay.
have 365 days times 4, 1460. But don't forget that the days will be different. Some days will be 365, some will be 360. Do you get? So that's why we have 1440. And again, Excel would have probably taken off public holidays from United Kingdom because I'm in the United Kingdom. So we probably have like some public holidays in between, maybe like 8 public holidays in the year. Do you get? Okay, someone wants to say something. Maybe we have like about 8 or 10 public holidays in the year in the UK. Then minus some other maybe some year is 360 and all of that. That's how it works. I'm now you're gonna say something.
So, sir, no, I'm not finished. My
Okay.
question is now this 100, 1,400 days.
Yes.
Is it, what does it mean? Does it mean that this person, this customer, is owing the company? He has not paid his debt for over 100.
Exactly.
Well, that's the
That's what
interpretation
it
I
means.
want to.
What it means is that this person has taken we've sold goods to this person for the past 1,440 days. But if I'm putting it in months, it will then be for the past 4 years. Do you get?
Yeah, and this person has not made any payment.
Exactly, exactly.
Okay,
That's how you
okay.
know it's for the past 48 months, or if it's years, 4 years. So the last time I talk about in dated if is that I put on the chart, I put YM. YM means that months ignoring years. So if I put year, for example, if I say, let me take this thing from the of that formula. I don't want to start teaching you a function that I've not, I don't want you to do a function that I've not taught you yet. I don't want to jump you. I would have cleared that with a function. So I'll solve the problem. So if I just come here and say equals dated if again, and then I said 2020, let me say I should use 2021, then comma 2024, then I then put what? I then put ym there, sorry, in quotation mark. I then put ym and close it. I hit enter. That's giving me 11. That's giving me 11 months. Don't forget, I said you have to put 1 plus. Coming 1 month. I'm writing the full formula. Oh, is that 1 plus that's making this thing, that's making this formula to misbehave? Okay, nice. Is that 1 plus that's making this formula misbehave? Plus 1. So is that 1 plus that I put that's making the formula misbehave? You can see Excel. Excel is just something else. So now if you look at from 2020, 2021 to 2024 to 2024, can you tell me what this 12 means with that YM I put? Who can tell me? If anybody can get me, I'll give this person a voucher. I know some of my organs are more than the voucher, but I'm just trying to encourage the class. I know everybody in this class is more than the voucher, but please, it's just to encourage the class. Who
So
can
what did you say?
who can tell me what that YM has given me here with respect to 12? I got 12. Yeah.
Months ignoring years.
Yeah. So what does months ignoring year? What does it mean?
It's the number of months, the difference in the number of months in the two dates that you've highlighted here.
Thank you very much. That's very smart. So what I've done is I've said that see, in your dated if I know you're going to count 4 years for me, don't count 4 years for me. Just give me the months. So if you look at this date is January, right? This is December. So it's giving me January to December is 12 months, irrespective of the number of years. Normally, if I had done only months, it would have given me 48 months. Do you get? But I want you to give me only the months in between, which is January to December, is what I've told Excel to give me. If I change this date, this month now to let's say March, that will give me like 9 months or 10 months. March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. That's 12 months. That's 10 months. You can see that's correct. If I change this to let's say February, that gives me 11 months. Can you see it? Months,
Yeah.
months ignoring years. So the same thing, I could say give me days. Days ignoring what? Days ignoring I could say give me days ignoring years, right? Hmm? So if I say days ignoring years, what will I write? What will I write here? Days ignoring
It's
years, what will
YD.
YD?
YD.
Exactly. So if I put YD, that gives me, sorry,
equals
Oh, sorry. No, sorry.
equals dated if.
So that's 344 days it's giving me. Do you understand now? It's giving me only number of days in that year. I don't know if that's clear for everybody, so I can move on.
Yeah.
I mean, is that clear? Sandra, is
For
that
me,
clear? Sandra, are you okay? Um, please just give me a response quickly. Okay, thank you very much. So I can quickly move on. Thank you. All right, so I'm moving to the next thing. I need to go to VLOOKUP today. So now the next thing is looking at, sorry, the next thing is looking at mixed numbers. So if you remember yesterday, we did talk about average and all of that. So I'm just going to move on because we've done it yesterday. So I'm just going to just show us. I'm just trying to do like a recap of some of the things we did yesterday. So I want to get the average of these quantities because now we have orders. Our customers have ordered staplers from us. These are our customer staples. WH Smith Art Brush Stroke. These are our customers' name. This is the order number they've ordered. I want to know what is the average quantity of the order they've ordered in all of them. I want to know what the average is so I can just have an idea of my average quantities I usually get from my clients. So I want to get the average quantity. All I have to do is called equals average. There's a formula called average in Excel, which I thought was yesterday. Average, you press your tab, or if you don't want to use your tab, you just click on average, double click on it. You can see it says number, comma. So I can put many averages as I want, but I'm just going to use one average. So all you need to do is come here, click on this. I like this. I taught this yesterday in the class, so I'm not going to go too much on it. Then close the bracket and hit enter. So our average quantity is 35,461 from all of this order. So that gives you an idea of saying, oh, okay, so my customers usually order an average of 35,461 products from me. So which means that's a kind of a good average sales. So what average does, I explained to you yesterday that what the formula does is basically this. The formula does sum. It sums all of these things up and then close your bracket sum, which is like a sum. The sum of it is 496,450 quantity of product. Then the formula then does divided by what? Divided by the count. Count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I could have just put 14 here. However, in real life, I don't want to start counting that way. That's a very slow way. Who can tell me what I taught you yesterday? Give me the formula to finish it up. Mr. Moife, can you unmute yourself and give me the formula as I taught yesterday to finish this up? Tybel, can you give me the formula to finish this up, please? Hello? Can anyone help?
Which of
Can anyone help with the formula to finish this up, please? Amina, can you help, please?
mm,
Okay, so now which one will be the next one? Should be the number of orders.
No, I gave a formula yesterday. Sandra, can you help us? I gave you
Okay.
guys, I taught them yesterday how to do this already yesterday. So I want to know if they are following me. And Sandra, can you give me the formula to finish this up, please?
I don't get
I did this
what was
yesterday. I did
asking.
exactly this yesterday.
Is it average you're asking for,
Yes,
please? Sorry.
average, yes. But I don't want to use average formula. Don't forget, I thought you yesterday that if you could use for average, you can use average formula to do it, which is average formula, right? Or you can use
Which is your count formula.
exactly. That's it. I taught you yesterday. This is it yesterday. If I go to count, see, I did it yesterday. Where is it?
Count the number of quantities.
Where's average? Sorry, under average. I did it yesterday. This is average. Can you see? This is the formula I gave you yesterday. I did it yesterday. So it means we've not checked our book yesterday, or I don't know, maybe we don't understand it. And I took so long time yesterday doing this. Okay. So it's to go in average. So you then have to do this sum then divided by count. So when you do a count, then you want to count this because instead of you doing 1, 2, 3, 4, I just want to put my cursor down, do Control Shift arrow down. Automatically, it's giving me all the cells which I've summed up, and I close my bracket. It's counted that for me because don't forget, as I said, the count function is just basically counting how many are in this cell, which is 14. So rather than me doing counting 1, 2, 3, 4 is just being smart using that formula. So basically, this formula is a longer version of the average formula. The average formula is shorter. You can see average gives the same answer. But if you like to do long work, you like to show that you know it very well, you can use average, but I don't think you need to do that. You can use sum and then divided by count, but I don't think you need to do that. Just use the average formula basically. So the next one is the number of orders. So for the number of orders, so who can tell me what to do, Mr. Omoife? Can you tell me what to do for the number of orders? I did this yesterday. So the order is in B. So I want to know the total number. I want to know the number of orders, not the total number of orders, just the number of orders I have. What's the formula for it?
Is to use count.
That's
The
correct.
count formula.
Yeah, that's correct. Count. And I'm going to do count all of this, right, to know the number of order. So which means I have 14 order, right? So I can try to bring it down to step. I'm going to show you some very crazy formulas soon. That when you see the formula, you'll be doing all this. This is a childish play. I'll give you a formula that will be automatically working for you. Don't worry, I'll give you when we as long as we go on. I won't just take it gradually with you. So then minimum sales. Sandra, please, minimum sales. We did it yesterday.
Equals minimum. Equals mean.
Yeah, but I didn't ask you, Mr. Moife.
Okay, Sandra.
So minimum sales.
Okay, sorry.
And then I'll highlight this, right? And then equals this. Then that's the minimum sale. The minimum sale is about 3,000. So don't forget, this is showing me dollars, right? I can wrap this up in a formula called dollar. So it will give me automatically, to give me pounds. Can you say give me pounds? Don't forget, I told you yesterday that if you wrap it in any country you are, to give you the currency of your country. So maybe I don't know if it gives in naira. I don't know. But I don't know if it will give you naira if you put it in dollars. But any country you are, if you put equals dollars, it will give you Australia dollar, Swiss franc, any country you have to give me the currency of the country. So because I'm in the UK, it's giving me pounds. That's it. So for maximum, it just equals max, right? The maximum sales max. Then it's enter. That's the maximum sales. If I want to give me my currency also, I just have to put called dollar. That's the formula called dollar. Dollar gives you the currency, like I said yesterday. So the maximum sale here is 9.4. If you look at it, this is 9.4, the maximum sales. Every other sales here are lower than 9.4. 3,133 is the lowest. Can you see this is the lowest? Every other sales are higher than that. So total sales, Sandra, please, can you give me total sales, please?
Total sales, you use the sum function.
What if I don't want to use the sum function? I taught it yesterday. I don't want to use the sum function. Let's go back to the beginning introduction. Do you remember this? What I did here yesterday?
Yes, sub total.
Do you know what I did? This is what I did yesterday. Can you see it? You remember that? Alt plus.
Yes, using the alt key.
Yes, alt key. That will give you exactly what you
Equals
want.
to alt.
Alt plus. No, not equals to alt, just alt plus. For example, if I come here and do alt plus, it gives me the, can you see 308? Exactly what I have there. Can you see? It summed everything up for me. So that's what that function does. It sums for you. So if I go back here, and I just put, for example, alt plus, can you see 95k? It gave me the same thing. If I do equal sum, that's just a shorter way of doing it anyway than you spending time doing longer thing. Can you see? I got the same figure, 95, 95. Can you see it? So that's a shorter way of doing it. So can anyone? I mean, give me some if I'm giving you this. I know this is some if I want to do some if for 1534 products. This product, I want to sum if it to find it. To know how many. Can you give me the function, the formula? I mean, I'll tell you there. I think hello. Can anyone help? Can anyone help? Or I'll just go on. I thought all this yesterday. Okay. So if I'm doing the sum if, don't forget the sum if says the range. The first criteria is the range. What is the range I'm trying to sum if? So I'm trying to look for the range. The range is, I'm saying I'm looking for 1534, right? Sum if 1534. I want to know the sum of 1534 order. So what I'm saying is that there's a order that a customer ordered. The order number is 1534. So how do I find that order, and how do I know how many orders the customer have made? Because the customer might have made, for example, I might have like 100 1534 orders. I can have, you can see this is 1534, yeah, and this is another 1534. Let me just highlight them in color so you understand what I'm talking about. So I might even have another 1534 here again, for example. Can you see? So I'm just going to do paste. I'm going to do paste. I'm going to do paste. What they call it? I'm going to do paint format painting to carry. I'm going to pick from here and then drop it here. That's format painting. I've copied the color. Shortcut to do that easily is to do what's called shortcut function for format painting. Function is called Alt H, Alt plus H plus H plus FP together. So if I do Alt HFP, it's going to format paint automatically. So all I need to do is come here, Alt HFP. I've copied it. I'm just going to drop it here. Can you see it? Rather than me going to look for format painter here, I just quickly use my function and I've done it. So now I'm trying to sum all the items of 1534. Rather than me saying, looking at it in the office and say, one, two, or three, I'm going to sleep on this if I have 1,000 to check. So there's a function in Excel called sum if, which I taught you yesterday under this. Did I teach you yesterday? Have I taught you sum if? I'm not sure I did. I haven't. So I'm sorry. Okay. There's a function in Excel called sum if. So the sum if function is used to sum an item using a condition. Anytime you hear the word if in Excel, if is a conditional word in Excel. I'm going to go to if, so you have to be prepared. If will make your head go gaga if I go to if. If statement is you have to be logical to do if. You need to be logical. If is a conditional statement, like an if statement is a conditional. So I'm using a sum and a conditional statement. So sum if is the same as sum if is the same as sum plus if statement. That's what that formula is all about. So now, if I do equals sum if, don't forget the first thing is saying the range. What is the range? The range of my condition is what is my first thing. So I'm saying I want to know how many orders that 1534 customer ordered. So I'm going to highlight the range where the order number is. So I can start to highlight like this, or if I don't want to do that, I can start to highlight like this. Just highlight the part I need alone. It's safer to lock it in F4 in what's called absolute references. I'm going to teach you that in the next tab. So just ignore it now. I've absolute referenced it. I'll teach you in the next tab. Don't worry. So when you have the reference that, then you now do comma. Is that saying what's the next thing? It's saying the criteria. So what is the criteria? The criteria is the 1534 that I'm looking for. I can either come here to click 1534, or I can click 1534 here, as long as it's 1534 I've clicked, or I can click 1534 here. Or I can even decide to even do in quotation mark. Don't forget 1534. I taught you yesterday, right? Anything you are bringing to Excel that is strange, that is not used, that's not the normal thing you are bringing to Excel, you can decide to do it like this. Try to do it this way. Quotation mark 1534. Then that is my criteria. Then put comma. Then what is the sum? What is the range I want to sum? So now I've said that in Excel, in this range of orders, that's my range first. In this range of order, I want you to give me the criteria, which is 1534. In this 1534, look for every figure that relates to 1534. So which is my sum. I'm not coming here and then highlight all the sum, all the total figures of the sales. Don't forget, I've sold an order of 3211, 2955 for 5,419, 7,304, 153 for 7,000. I have so many orders. But however, I think I might have duplicated one order twice. I think I suspect 1534 has been ordered more than once, or I've supplied it more than once. I want to trace it. The way to trace it is using some if function. To go and look for that 1534, sum the figure. If you sum it up, you now know, oh, I sold to the client for 7,492. However, what I have in my book is, I'm going to close this now to get the total, is 23,647, which means there's an error somewhere, which means there's a duplicate order. Do you get what I'm saying now? Then how do you get duplicate order? All you do is just come here, highlight this cell, click on your home tab, go to what's called conditional formatting. And when you do that, you then click on, you go to color, sorry, no, you go to highlight cells, highlight cell rules, then click on duplicate values. If you click on that, every item you duplicate would highlight itself in colors. Can you see? Can you see that now? Every items that are duplicates came in color. If I change this 4534 to 3004, it's the 2304 become duplicates because they are duplicated values. Can you see now? They are duplicate value. If I change this to 1537, that figure changes, no more duplicate color. If I take away that 1534 to something else, let's say 1544, no more duplicate there. Can you see it? Is that clear? So that duplicate is just for you to know what is duplicate. So you can see the way we traced our double sales, because I'm assuming, what if we have a large transaction that runs into thousands of Excel sheets, like 100,000 or something like that in Excel sheets? You can't trace them one by one. So your company will be losing funds because you are supplying a product to a customer more than once, and the MD cannot know, and the accountant, as an accountant, you need to know how to do all of this. So that's why we need to check these duplicates to see that they're actually get them from the formula. So you can say I've used formula to check this and I use duplicate. Another way you can also know is unique, but I won't teach you unique because unique will not work for a large data set. If you use unique formula would only mess you up. Only if it's for small data. For example, I say the word unique, there's a formula called unique. It checks for unique items, but it doesn't give you exactly what you want. So there's no need to use the formula unique. It doesn't work here. So the what can work is that duplicates that will work. You can see now total sales made to total order of 1534 is what? Is 23,647. So I can decide not to use this thing, like I said. I can decide not to do this. I can decide to use click on the cell itself to still give me the same thing. Can you see it? Because I'm referencing that number. I don't know if you are clear to this point, so I can move forward, or if I'm too fast, let me know so I can come down. I can come back. Are you clear, or you need to go back and recap? Clear, please. Or do you want me to recap?
So I missed out the duplicate. How you got that duplicate function?
Okay, did every
I
other
missed
person
it.
get I did the duplicate function? You know, people get ID duplicate function. Please, can you respond? Please respond quick so I can move on, please. I need to move fast. I've spent 1 hour. I've not even entered what I want to do today. Okay, we will replay. Fine. Let me go back and show you duplicates. I like the cell. Go to home. Go to conditional formatting. Under conditional formatting, click on it and click on highlight cell rules. So you can do different things there. You have greater than. You can try to check any number greater than so number. I can say any number greater than 1534 should be highlighted. Do you get? Hmm? Any number greater than it should be highlighted red. You can see. Can you see it there? I can say highlight. I can change any conditional formatting. Sorry, 1 minute, please. Hold on, please. So, sorry, I just had a little break there. So that's I had a little break. My son was knocking on the door. So I can try to come here. I like to say I can use less than or numbers in between so numbers. So what I wanted to get here was a duplicate value. I wanted to know if any number here duplicates each other. So I've clicked on duplicates and I hit yes, give me red. I can try to change to not give me red, give me green. Do you get? Give me yellow. Give me green. Can you see the numbers come up in green? Can you see it? So that's the duplicate thing I've done. I don't know if you
So
understand.
sorry. So your table is not showing fully. That's where you are clicking the conditional and about here, all those things. It's not showing on the screen.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why it's from my side. Others to confirm.
Okay, I think that's true. I think for some reason, oh, okay, let me reshare my screen. Oh, that's true. Let me share my screen. I have to share my screen. I have to share my entire window, entire screen. Oh, I see. Oh, that's what's happening. Can you see my Excel now? Can you see my Excel now? Can you see it? I didn't know, sorry. Can you see it? Can you see it?
Yes, I can see it now. I think it's
Okay, all
better.
right.
Yeah,
So duplicate, can you see it?
yeah.
How come no one is talking since? And I've just been doing it and no one said anything. So, all right. So that's exactly um That's exactly that duplicate. So I'm just going to go on now. Right. So I'm going to go to absolute referencing. So now we have employee name, we have department, and we have years, and we have salary. This information has been given to us. However, we want to know the bonus. The bonus is given to us also 2% bonus increase, salary increase. So for the 2% bonus salary increase, we want to know the new salary, we want to know the bonus, and I want to give a shortcut, an extra shortcut. So now there's what we call absolute referencing, whereby if I want to move, let's say if I do, okay, let me just go ahead and do it. So what would I calculate the bonus? I'll say equals what? Equals this, right? Multiplied by what? By this, right? To get the bonus. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
I hit enter. That gives me 697.56. That's the bonus. However, if I roll this down to next tab, I'm getting 0. Why is this? You can see what's happening when I check the formula. The formula has gone down to next place. Can you see? The formula is no longer up in 2. It means I have to keep dragging this formula back to 2. So, and if I go down again to the next tab again, the formula shows me as it's gone down again. I have to keep dragging the formula. So at this point, you have to do what's called absolute referencing. So you have to reference. So we have different types of referencing. You can reference in a way that now I've clicked on this, so I have to lock this in a dollar sign. So the way to do it is to type what in your Excel, type function plus F4 in your Excel. If you do that, it's going to absolute reference only this part that I want to absolute reference. So you can say I'm going to do the same thing now. Function plus F4. Can you see? It's locked it in dollar sign. Can you see that dollar sign there? So that dollar sign means that it's not going to move again. Dollar sign doesn't make it move. Also, that dollar sign is absolute, which means I've locked both row and I've locked column. If you look at now, I've locked J in dollar, I've locked 1 in dollar. Now, J, where is J? This is J, right? This is J, which means it will not move to K again, right? It will not move to the next what? The next column, right? Then also I've also locked 1, which means from 1, it will only remain in 1. It will not move from 1. This is 1, no, this is cell 1. Can you see it? Cell 1, cell 2, cell 3, which means it will just remain in cell 1 and it will not go to cell 2, cell 3, cell 4, right? That's why I've locked both of them. So imagine if, so with doing this, if I hit enter and I'll double click down, you can see it's referencing that place. Can you see it now? Can you see it? However, if you notice this one on the right here, it is this one on the left. You can see this one is moving because I did not want them to remain static. If I had locked this up there, when I did this, if I had locked this in F4 also, then my formula will be wrong because it will be referencing only the first cell and the first. Can you see? I'll get the same 697. Can you see it? I'm getting only 697 because I've locked it there. If I come down here, the same thing. Can you see? Because I've locked it. I said don't move from there. I can start to also lock it that in a way that I'll lock it, but it will still move, but it will not move. Now let me show you what I'm saying now. Now, if you look at this is D. This is D, right? I've locked D. I can have to lock D and not lock 2, which means it will move from 2, 3, 4, 5. But however, it will not move from D to E. That's exactly what I want. So I'm going to now remove this lock in 2. I'll only lock D. Can say I've locked only D, but I didn't lock 2. Not locking 2 means that it will move from 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you see? But it will not move from D to E. It will move to D to E to F to G. So this is exactly what I want here. If I hit enter and I double click down, it will give me correct figure. Can you see give me correct figure? Can you see it moved? Because I've locked only D. Can you see? I locked D. It should be in only D. But however, 3 should not be locked because I want it to move from 3, 4, 5, 6. If you are clear what I'm doing, give me a thumbs up, please. If you are clear, or I can repeat it.
Sorry, the function plus F4 key. How do you make use of it?
Okay, you go down, you put your cursor by the side of where you want. So let's say, for example, I'm going to come back and do it again. Equals this multiplied by this. My cursor is here. all you do is hold down function. You hold down function and press F4 together. Something you press together. Function F4. But function must be pressed first before F4. However, in some laptops,
My question is, where's the function?
oh, I see what you mean.
Because over time, what I just do is to put the dollar sign manually.
Oh,
So I really
there's
want
something
to
in
know.
Excel called FN. Can you see it on your mouse, on your
Okay,
keyboard? Can you see
think
FN
I
in your
have it.
keyboard?
So function keyboard. I can. Okay, yes, I've seen it.
So do it now. Press FN and F4 together.
Okay,
When you do a
thank you.
referencing, yeah, exactly. So you can say I've referenced only D. So assuming I want it to move from assuming I don't want D, assuming I want D to move, and I don't want what's it called, 3 to move, I'll have just done dollar. I'll have just referenced the F4 and then just ignore the D. So it means if I go to the side, it will be moving to E, F, G, H. But however, can you see it now? However, however, this my 3 will not move, which is where's the 3? This my 3 will not move, right? Even if I come down, it will not move. It will remain on that 3. Can you see I'm getting 17.1? You can see it's referencing 3 back because I've decided not to make 3 move. But if I decide to make 3 move like this, it will be changing the figures to eventually give me nothing at the end of the day. So eventually give me nothing at the end of the day. So if I go that way, can you see? Then if I come down, it will give me nothing at the end of the day. Oh, it's giving me figures because yes, it's moving. It's moving one by one down. So do you get the logic behind what I've done? Did you all get the logic behind that formula?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so function F4. So I forgot to tell you again. Can you see I'm pressing it more than once? So if I first press it to give me both column and the row, it will lock it. I'll keep pressing it. I press it again, it's giving me 2. It's locked 2, but open D. I press again, it's open, it's locked D, open 2. Can you see? I have to choose the one I want. What I want is for it to give me D locked, but 2 open. So I'm going to stop there. But however, for this J1, I want both column and both J and 1. I want them to be locked because my bonus is on that figure. I don't want my bonus to move. So I have to lock it and then double click down. And I've got my bonus for every of my staff I want to give bonus to. So now the new salary, what would the new salary be? The new salary will be what? Sandra, give me the formula for the new salary, please. Formula for new salary. Hmm?
Okay, sorry. You said formula for the new salary,
Yes,
right?
yes.
That will be the salary plus bonus.
So how do I get it?
That's equals to sum
Um,
open bracket the first, yeah, both.
that is alternatively I can do it this way. Don't forget I taught you at a function called Alt plus.
Yes, alt plus. You can also use
So Alt
alt
plus has
plus.
picked more than the range. So I just have to drag it back because it's same figure. It's picking up to all the figures. Can you see?
Yes.
It's still the same thing as sum. I can also do something like I can equally do this plus this. Do you get? And I get my answer.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, I've got my answer. So also, I want to give a shortcut rather than you doing bonus and this. Imagine you have just one sheet to do all of this. I don't want to do this and this. Hmm? If I don't want to do this and this, I want to just put them all in one sheet, right? So I'll just put them all in one sheet. What do I do? There's a formula. Can I just do equals? Just use a mathematics formula. Equals this D2, right? Plus bracket D2. Then I'll now say multiplied by what? By this. Then don't forget you have to log them in your dollar sign. Bring it back here. Function F4, F4, F4 to get my dollar sign correctly logged. Then close my brackets. Do you know what I've done here? I've said D2 times this, which is this times this, will give me the bonus I got there, right? Then I said the answer you get here, I put in bracket because I'm following BODMAS rule. Bracket of division multiplication. So when you're doing Bodmans. Division will come before multiplication. So now multiplication is what I have here before addition. So if I go and put it here, it's going to be doing misbehaving. So I have to put it in brackets closing. So then I did this plus this, then to give me the same answer we've gotten. So if I decide to highlight these cells back, don't forget I just manipulated this cell, and by putting this thing, I'm just going to go back to black. Can you see it? I've got the same figure as my final figure, and I'm wasting my time. Can you see it? So I move on to the next thing.
So it's not showing. Raise it up. Move it forward. Is up. Ahead. Better.
Yeah. So I'm going to take a break for 5 minutes. We'll be back by 10 minutes past 8. We have to then start lookups. I'm going to do lookup, VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP, XLOOKUP, index match. Please, yeah, you have to watch this video because it's going to be crazy when I go into index match. Index match is going to turn your eyes, please. So you have to just bear with me because I have to be moving fast. Thank you very much.
Okay.
So
All
we'll be
right.
back in 5 minutes time. 5 minutes. All right. Right, welcome back. If you're back, please give me a thumbs up, please, so I can just go on with the class. Give me a thumbs up so we can go on, please. I've not been calling you. I'll be calling your name now to respond to me. Thank you, Sandra. Others, please give me a thumbs up so I can, because I just need one more thumbs up, then I'm continuing. Okay. Okay, that's Mr. Opele. Sandra is not here yet. Mr. Omoife is not here yet. Aminat is not here. Okay, Sandra is here. Okay. Yeah, right. I continue. So can you see my screen? I believe you can see my screen, yes. So I'm going to go to what is called let me just put the form, let me just fill it in. So I'm going to go to what is called okay, I filled it in now, yeah. So I'm going to go to what is called the VLOOKUP. So if you can see my screen, please give me a thumbs up if you can see my screen. Can you see my screen? Can we respond,
Yes, you
please? Thank you.
can you expand it?
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay now.
Okay, I'm going to VLOOKUP now. So for VLOOKUP does something like the what VLOOKUP means. VLOOKUP means vertically. It looks up vertically, which means it looks at something from the left to the right. I think someone is left or joined. I don't know. If someone left, maybe it's through someone else. But I won't be able to wait. I'll just continue. Okay, so VLOOKUP VLOOKUP looks at something vertically and not horizontally. So VLOOKUP is vertically. What am I saying? VLOOKUP. Then we have horizontally. That's HLOOKUP. Then we have vertical and horizontally. Who can tell me what this is? I mean, I don't answer. Who can tell me what this is? You can tell me
Hello?
this. You can tell me this. What this is?
Hello, can you hear
Yeah, I
me?
can hear you. Yeah.
Which of them as in vertical? Are you asking what vertical and horizontal is, or what VLOOKUP and
VLOOKUP is
HLOOKUP is?
vertically. HLOOKUP is horizontally. Then vertical and horizontal. There is a function for that.
Vertical,
No, no, no.
vertical is,
Okay, go on. Go on.
is it X?
X
Is it X lookup?
Yes, XLOOKUP is vertical and horizontal. That's XLOOKUP. It looks at both vertical and horizontal. So that's my best function. I don't use VLOOKUP. They are old, outdated. So they are outdated. This is so yeah. So this is outdated, and this is the current one. So let's just go on with with X VLOOKUP. So VLOOKUP looks at something from the left to the right. VLOOKUP cannot look at something from the right to the left. Then while HLOOKUP look at something from horizontal way, which means from in the same line, sort of like this. That's how HLOOKUP look at something in an horizontal way. While VLOOKUP look at something like in a from the column side like this, but HLOOKUP look at it from like this. But VLOOKUP cannot look at something from forward, backward. That's the disadvantage of VLOOKUP. But while XLOOKUP can look at both forward, backward, middle forward, backward, forward, and whatever. XLOOKUP can do everything. That's why XLOOKUP is the game changer, and it's very, very easy and lovely to use. So I'll go to VLOOKUP now, which so I'm just going to use. I saw this. I picked this from someone's. I got this from someone. So now there's a catalog or part number. So we have part number 15001, blah 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 blah, and we have the part descriptions and we have the prices of this. So I want to look for a particular part number because you can see there are so many part numbers up to 85. I can start going one by one to pick them. So how do I get? I'm going to use the function called VLOOKUP to do it. So let's try and let's use VLOOKUP and let's see if we can get if we're going to get it. So then I'm going to say equals what VLOOKUP. So when you use VLOOKUP, the first thing that happened there, it says lookup value. The lookup value, the lookup value is the value you are looking up. The lookup value is the part number, but that's what you're looking for. That's what you're looking for is the part number. That's the lookup value. So I'm going to put the part number here. Don't forget, as I told you again in Excel, rather than putting that number, I have to put this in quotation. I'm just telling you this so you can keep remembering. You can do that at any time. But this will only work if you're looking for only one thing, because this will only reference that thing alone. But if you click on the cell, it will keep going down because don't forget we did not reference absolutely. If I do function F4, it means I'm locking it. I'm saying don't, even if I roll it down, it will not give me 4813. It will keep giving me 1923. So I don't want to do that. I'm just going to click on that alone because I want it to go down for me. So then now VLOOKUP says lookup value. Lookup value is that value I'm looking for. Then what is lookup? What is the table or array? Table or array is the table you are looking for that number from. Don't forget the table you are looking for that number from. So if my VLOOKUP, my table I'm looking for the numbers, the number from is a different table or is around there, I'm just going to look for the number there. So I'm going to look for that table now. I have a catalog. In my catalog, I'm looking for the number in all of this side. I don't know where the number falls in. So I'm now going to highlight everything on this on the everything there. You can see I've highlighted A to C. That's my table or array. Do you get? So then I now have to click it. Then I put comma. Don't forget, you have to put your comma at everything you do. Sorry, I'm not sure I put comma in the first one I wrote. Can you see me? VLOOKUP. Sorry about that. The, after VLOOKUP, what am I looking for? I'm looking for what? Lookup value is the part number. Don't forget. Then comma. Do you see that? Because I didn't put comma now, it didn't reference that. So after putting that comma, very, very important in your Excel formula, you must put commas in it. Then table or array. The table or array is under this catalog. I'm looking for that number. I'm just going to highlight everything in the whole table. I've highlighted that. I'm going to put what? Comma again. Don't forget, you have to put your comma. Then now it's asking me, it says column index. The column index is telling me that which column am I trying to index, because this is column A, which is 1, column B is 2, column C is 3. So I have a video on XLOOKUP and VLOOKUP on my YouTube channel, which I explained very, very well. In fact, I did justice to that video very, very well. So column A is 1, column B is 2, column 3 is C, column C is 3, sorry. So now, where am I looking for the number from? Who can tell me I'm looking for the number from? I'm looking for the part number, right? Remember, if I come back to the lookup place, I have my part number. So where should I reference as the part number? Who can tell me? Except from Amina.
Should be C.
Why do you say C?
Or column A.
You are looking for the price against
The
the
part,
part number.
no, I'm looking for the part. Don't forget, let me go back and start again. Don't forget, I'm doing VLOOKUP. This is the part number. There's a part number here called 19232. I'm looking for this part number to get the description and the price. But for me to look it up, I must use the part number to tie this back. Do you get? So now this part number 19232. If I come to catalog, I have to, if I do Control F, now 19232, but it's going to be taking me a long time. Can you see where it is here? So I'm looking for the part number, the description, and the
Description.
price.
Yeah.
So I can't just, so for me to know this, I must lock it in the column A first. So Mr. Omo, if it's correct, do you get? I have to lock it in the A, which is 1. So I'm going to go back and write the formula again for VLOOKUP. So equals VLOOKUP. Then the lookup value is this part number that I'm looking for, right? That's what we agree we are looking for. Then the table array, like I said, we're going to highlight all the table for VLOOKUP. Everything, if we have 100 table, highlight all the 100 table. Everything on the 100 table, just highlight it. Then don't forget, I highlighted like this, so you can see. I highlighted from my A up like this down. I didn't highlight from the cell, I highlighted from up, down, everything. Then I have to put in my comma. Then I told you that what column A is 1, right? Column B is 2. column C is 3. Don't forget, it says column index number. So it's not asking us for the column number. If you ask for the column number, I could have just put A or B. But it says he wants us to give it an index. So you just have to convert it to index. Index is like 1, 2, 3. Do you get index number? So then someone's background is making noise, please. I'm gonna mute the person. Mr. Moefe. Or is he the one? Okay, thank you for muting yourself. So the column I'm trying to the column, so it's saying column index number. The column index number is A, right? Do we agree is A? So the column index number is A because I'm looking for the part number in A. So rather than me saying A, is asking for index number. Index number means index that column to number. So if it was column A, it would be 1. If it's not column B, it will be 2. If it's column C, it will be 3. If it's column D, it will be 4. If it's column E, it will be 5. If it's column F, it will be 6. Like that, like that, like that. So the number I'm looking for is in column A. So that is what? That is 1. I'll put 1 there. And I'll put what? Comma. Then it's asking me that, do I want it to give me an exact match? An exact match is false. You can see it's exact match is false. An approximate match is true. So assuming I'm saying, oh, I don't want an exact match. I can use an approximate match, but at this point, I want an exact match. Give me exactly that number. If you can't find it, don't give me anything. I'm going to now do false. All right, I'll type false there, and I'll close my brackets, and I'll hit enter. Can you see? It's giving me what? It's giving me that number back. Is that all right? Is that all right? Are you clear to where I am now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now I've got the number back, right? So now what we are looking for now, basically, we're looking for the description and we're looking for the unit price. So to get the description and the unit price, what do I need to do? Basically, I'll just go back and rewrite the formula, or I can modify this formula, but let me write the formula for the purpose of learning. I'll now say VLOOKUP, and I'll say the part number I'm looking for is this part number, comma, the table or array. I'll go back to it again like we did before. I'm just trying to take it slowly, because when I get to Excel, I'll move very fast. Then now, what am I looking for here? Don't forget the first time we look for the part number, right? Which is in column A. I said column A is 1, column B is 2, column C is 3. So what are we looking for on that table? What are we looking for there? Let's go and check it. What are we looking for here? We're looking for description, right?
Description.
And
Yeah.
unit price, right?
Yeah.
So now we have to now look for description. So which means description will be what? Column what? So that will be column what? That will be what? Column what?
Column
Column
B.
2.
That's 2.
2.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I want to hear. Then I will now put I want exact match, which is false. Then brackets close. Hit enter. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Can you see it? I got it back. Now I've got column 2. Now if I want to get unit price, it means I have to go write the same VLOOKUP, right? Formula to get this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Equals VLOOKUP. Then I'll do this, right? Again, right? Comma. And I'll come back to the place where I have the information, highlight it. And then what will I be? Column what will be my answer here? What's the column? Column what? In column index number what? Hmm?
Say 3.
3,
3.
yes. Then I'm looking for an exact match, which is false. False. Then I close the bracket and hit enter. Now I want to ask Amina a question. Amina, what I've done here, is it wise or is foolish? Amina, are you there? Are you there? Can anybody answer me? What I've done here, is it wise or foolish? You got our answer, right? Can anybody tell me what I've done if it's wise or foolish? Okay, maybe you probably do not know. I will tell you it's foolish what I've done there because I've got the answer, but it's not wise. Imagine I have to look up a lot of things. I can't be doing them one by one. There's a way you can use XLOOKUP to look up things in a way that you don't need to do it two times. I will now show you the formula. So it's the same formula equals VLOOKUP, right? I'm looking up this number, right? Comma. In where? I'm looking for it in this table or array, right? Then I'll put what? I'll put comma. Then don't forget, I'm looking for what? What am I looking for? Part, description, and price, right? So because I don't want to start doing prescription ones, price data, I'm going to put what's called the curly bracket. There's a curly bracket in Excel, which is this bracket. Then I'm looking for what? 2 and 3. Column index 2 and 3. I just put 2, comma, 3. And I'll use curly bracket to close it back. Then I'll then say, comma. And I'll now say, I want false to give me an exact match. And I'll hit enter. Can you see it? Can you see what I've done now? Does it now make sense now?
It does. That is, you are using
Yes.
one bird to kill
Yes.
one stone to kill two
So
birds.
this thing now, I've never heard anybody done this. In fact, I discovered this myself when I was playing with XLOOKUP. Like I had so many cells to work on. And I was like, how can I use this on every lookup? And because I didn't want to use XLOOKUP, I was trying to do a video out. And I needed to do something different from what everybody is doing. And I discovered when I was playing with this, I tried I could even do a curly bracket. And I tried curly bracket and it worked on the video. I was like, wow. And this
Sorry,
actually
please, can you repeat it again? I didn't really get it.
okay. So now you know when we did it before, we used this. We use I'm editing the formula now. Can you see? We use just 2 and we say false. Can you see? I got my answer. Rather than me wasting my time using 2 and false, I can put it in Excel. There's what we call curly brackets. So in Excel, if you understand how to use Excel very well, you will not have problem because Excel is a thing that if you know Excel function, Excel function is like writing code, like you writing some kind of codes like VBA and Python code. It's quite very easy. So if you understand those codes in Excel, you know how to manipulate Excel very well. So because when I remember when I was writing a Python code one time, I remember this is how we write Python code. We use curly brackets to manipulate in Python. So that's why I said, okay, if I'm doing this in Python, I should do this in Excel. And it actually worked because Python is like Excel. If you can use Excel, you can use Python. It's just small difference between Python and Excel. So, and you can use Python to build apps, do websites, and a lot of things. So now with this curly bracket, now if you want to do anything in Excel that requires many cells or many cells, yes, curly bracket can be used to manipulate those cells together. So that's so I put a curly bracket, then I put comma, I put 3, and I put a curly bracket back to close it because I've told Excel that see this in the column index number. I want you to index the part description for me, which is 2, and index the unit price for me. I know it will spill into different cells. Please do. If I hit enter now, it will give me an error formula. It will give me a formula called spill. Watch it now. Can you see why? It's giving me, oh, sorry, I didn't put comma. I need to put comma. Then yes. Then if I hit enter to give me spill formula, can you see spill? You know why it gave me spill? Because I have a formula here already, which I wrote VLOOKUP for one by one. All I have to do is just delete this formula, and then I have my formula working. Can you see it now? So that is just a wise way and better way to do VLOOKUP. So rather than me doing it one by one, I've done it together, and I'll just need to roll this down and automatically to update my price and my description together. Can you see it? Then assuming I must have put this in here. I'm thinking of taking something here.
So excuse me, that symbol that I use in differentiating the two column, that is 2 and 3, is it parenthesis or bracket?
It's a curly bracket. We call it curly bracket in Excel. Got curly brackets. That's it.
Okay, yeah, I've seen it. Okay.
So now you can notice that this part is not there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is not there. Can you see it? Let's go and check to be sure if we are correct. Control F. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Enter. Can you see it couldn't be found? Now, is it nice to have a VLOOKUP and you're having no applicable here? NA. Does it make sense? We have to modify our formula. So we can also modify our formula again to make it better, saying to give gap for error if we find error in our Excel. So if I'll not say a formula called if NA or if error. So I can use anyone. I can use, but for this I can use if NA because it's called NA here. I just say if NA. So now I've put all the formula and I'll go to the end of the formula and put comma. If any, I want you to give me what. Just tell me not found. Don't forget anything you're putting in Excel that Excel does not understand the language. You have to quote it in what? Quotation mark. Don't forget what I told you. Not found. If NA, give me not found. Then I hit enter. And I'm going to roll it down. You can see. By the time I roll it down, it's going to tell me not found. Can you see it? Can you see it?
Yes, I have it. Yeah.
So,
Please, I have a question.
okay.
Sorry. The 2 means the column 2, right?
Yes,
What about the 3?
column three. Don't forget, you know that
Okay,
don't forget that
okay.
in this thing, um don't forget that in VLOOKUP, column this is one, this is two, this is three, this is four, this is five,
Yeah,
this is this. Do
yeah,
you remember?
exactly.
Do you remember?
Yeah, yeah.
So
So does it mean that curly bracket means that, oh, apply it
I'm
to
merging them
the
together.
next cell
Yes,
too?
apply to the next cell.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what
Okay,
this
okay.
function that VLOOKUP has? XLOOKUP doesn't have that function. I'm going to tell you when I
Oh,
get to
wow.
XLOOKUP. XLOOKUP doesn't have the function. So I was trying to tell people when I did my video, because people think XLOOKUP is good. I say I not tell people that no, I'll give you functions in VLOOKUP that XLOOKUP doesn't have. So I did a lot of, if you watch that video, I showed how VLOOKUP is better than XLOOKUP and what XLOOKUP can do that VLOOKUP cannot do. I did a lot about it. I did it in different ways. All the anything you can find as a problem in VLOOKUP SQL, I did it in that video. So now that's good. So now I've put this here. I don't know why I put this here. I must have put this here for do something, to show you something. Okay, yeah, for example, if you might want to have like, okay, I can roll my formula down here, right? So you can see I have what is called or should I take you to that now? I should leave it for now. I have what is called data validation. Do you know, have you heard of data validation before? Has anyone heard of data validation here, please?
Yes.
Any other person?
No, no, I can't remember.
Okay. All right. So let me delete this data validation then. I'll do it here. I thought people would know it. Clear all. Right. So now in Excel, you can actually do something like this. You can try to print, all these numbers that are here in catalog here. They might be our catalog number. However, I want them to be showing as one. Whereby I'll create a cursor, whereby if I click on that cursor and I can be seeing my data scrolling down. So all I need to do is come here and say and I'll click on the cell I want to do it, and I'll click on data. I'll go to data and I'll click on this icon. It's called data validation. So this place here, you can do many things here. You can do crazy things here. You can stop people from altering information by putting warning errors and error alerts, which I'm not going to be going into for this class because we don't need it. So you can do many things. You can put warning signs that don't this Excel that when you click on it to show you a X sign saying error, don't go there. You can use this Excel as a software if you know how to use it. Those things you see on the system that they say X don't go there. Excel does every of those things. You can do them in under data validation. So the one I'm going to be using for now is called the list function. So I'll just click on list and I'm going to click on this arrow button. Then this arrow button now tells me to put in my formula that I want to put in there, or the data I'm trying to validate. And I'll now go to where I have the data in, which is in catalog. Click on catalog, then I'm going to go up to the top of catalog, which is the first data. I'm going to now do Control Shift arrow down to highlight everything in this cell and hit enter, and then hit enter. Automatically, I have a data validation here, which means a list. You can see the list of transactions here. I can choose any one I want. Can you see it? Automatically, it's going to be giving me. So if I have a client and they say, oh, I said you can tell the client, call your number from the client, say it is 51609. Oh, we have your order in our list. I press enter. I say, oh, this is your order. Do you know what I'm talking about? So let's assume you're trying to say, oh, you have different orders. You don't know which one is this client order. Okay, give me your order number, please. Let me check. When the client gives you the order number, you just need to click and say, okay, what order number is 48133? I just type 48133 in my validation. I'm going to click enter. I can see the client's order. Plastic push fittings is £18.62 per unit. Please, can you pay your money, please? That is what that is doing. I don't know if that makes sense. You can use that to pick any order, search for any order by just click on that cell and then type the order number in 75664, and you are good to go. And that's it. I got the order for that client. Or you can try to click on this and search any order and then put it in. Do you see the order changes? It's just like a list of different orders. Can you see it? You can see it. That's what that works. So that is for VLOOKUP. Is that clear? Can I move on to the next thing?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So now, assuming so should I leave this now? Okay, let me start with XLOOKUP here. So assuming I have this order number also here, I put these numbers in data validation. So since I've already showed you, so you don't need to you know how to do this right now, right? I've already put them in the validation. Can you see they are all in it? I can do you want me to cancel it and show you how I did it?
Sir.
Eh?
Is it same data validation
Yes,
process?
yes. It's the same thing I did that time. This is what I did. But I got them in different cell. I did them one by one. I did them together. Shall I show you I did them together? I'll show you I did them together. So I'm going to cancel what I've done. It's okay. Right. So what I did was this. I'm going to highlight all the cell I want to put in data validation. I'm going to go to data and I'm going to do data validation. I'm going to now click on the lists. I'm going to click on this arrow. Then I'm going to go to the cell. I'm trying to look up item 4. Can you see this is the cell? I highlight everything. And then I'm going to hit enter twice. Can you see everything that has it? Can you see it now? They have the data in it. So that's what I've done. So I'm moving forward quickly. So I'm assuming I pick one data, for example, yeah, and I want to do X lookup. So now I'm trying to check what? I'm trying to check the quantity of this lookup. So, I'm trying to check the customer, the quantity, the price per unit. You remember when we did that in VLOOKUP? We did that using curly bracket. Do you remember? When we did like multiple things together, we did,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
So now this is X lookup. It's a different ballgame entirely. X lookup. So X lookup looks at something both vertically and horizontally. So now, if I like, let me have this my other number in front here. It will look it up backward. But VLOOKUP cannot do that. VLOOKUP only look at the number from here and look it forward. So don't use VLOOKUP. It's a bad function to use. Always use X lookup so you not have error. VLOOKUP will be giving you errors. And VLOOKUP cannot look for things very well. So now I'll say equals X lookup. So the lookup value is what? Is the value I'm looking for, which is my order number. Don't forget, the lookup value is always what you are looking for. Anytime you hear the word lookup value, is that value or that thing you are looking for. The anytime you hear the word lookup array, now I mean lookup array. Lookup array is like always has a list of things you're looking for, in the list of where you're looking for that thing. So anytime you see the word array, range, it means it can't be one thing. So just know that if you're doing Excel formulas, the moment you hear the word range, array, just know that it cannot be one thing. It has to be it has to be from so many things. So now I've said lookup value. Anytime you hear the word lookup value, it's always single thing. So know that at the back of your mind. If you hear the word lookup value, it's just one thing. If you hear the word lookup array, it's so many things. So now it said lookup array. Where are you looking up this number from? I'm looking up this number from here, from this array, right? I'm going to lock it in an F4 because I don't want it to move. I'm going to reference it F4 because if you look up will lock for you in F4 automatically, but XLOOKUP doesn't do that for you automatically. So I've locked in F4. Now it says now that the next it says, what is my return array? That's what do I want it to return back to me? I'm looking for that number in this. I'm looking for that order, that single order. Don't forget, I'm looking for this single order, right? In this place. I'm looking for that single order in this place. Don't forget, right? So what do I want it to return for me? So I want it to return what? I want to return the customer's name, isn't it? Isn't it?
Yes, sir, it
So
is.
I'll just highlight the customer's name like this. And I'll put what? I'll put F4, function F4 to lock it so that it doesn't move the cells. I know why I'm doing this, so always do that function F4. If you're working with large data, you have issues, or if you don't lock it. Only if you are clicking from C up. If you're lighting the O cell like this, no problem. But if you're not lighting the O cell, please don't make that mistake. Please, very important. So now,
You log the function. How do you log it?
function F4. I thought the last thing we did in absolute referencing.
Okay, just to press F4.
Function and F4 together.
F4. Okay. Okay.
So if not found, you can see that in VLOOKUP we don't have if not found. I had to go and create another formula. Don't forget in VLOOKUP. Let me show you in VLOOKUP. See VLOOKUP that we did. Remember that when we were saying if not found, remember I had to go and put if NA. That's if not found. And I said not found. Can you see? Because VLOOKUP does not have that function to carry that. So that's why VLOOKUP is not good. But you can see XLOOKUP is telling me already. It's telling me that my guy, if it's not found, what do you understand? What do you want us to put here for you? So XLOOKUP is being proactive. So if not found, I'll just set it to return blank for me, which blank means double quotation mark. I put double quotation mark, I'm telling it to return blank for me. Or I can say return not found. Not found, but it has to be in quotation mark. Right? Can you see it? And I'll put comma. Then it's saying, what kind of match do I want? You see it now. Do I want an exact match? Or do I want a match that is less to the nearest to the smaller number? Or like, for example, if the smaller number to be like 2955, if I find a number like 2954, you can pick that number for me, which is smaller number. But if I say next to larger number, which is this one, it will pick any number higher than 2955 for me. If you can't find 2955, so pick 2956 for me, or 295 something, or 28 something, or 29 something, or 3000 something. It will never pick 28 something. It will never pick 2954 for me because I picked less larger number. So, but what I want now is I want an exact match, which is 0. So I'm just going to click on exact match, which is 0. It's not asking me that how do I want to search? Do I want to search from first to last or last to search first? It does this if you have, I'll show you this later. Let me stop here so I don't bombard you. And I'll click on bracket close. Let me now tell you something about XLOOKUP and VLOOKUP. Anytime you're writing an Excel formula, you see a bracket that is like this. Let me just show you something. Okay, let me close this first. Let me just close this bracket first. So now I got this client, right? WH Smith. Let's check that place. Can you see that's the name of the customer? So now let me show you something. Anytime you see this bracket in Excel, if you see this bracket in Excel formula, look at it. Can you see the bracket in Excel formula? Under if not found, can you see the brackets? Can you see it? Can you see it? Under match,
Yes,
You
yes.
can
can you
see
see the
that.
brackets? Under search, can you see it? It means that
Yeah.
that function is not compulsory. You don't need to put compulsorily.
Okay.
But these ones now that does not have brackets, they are compulsory
Mm,
functions in Excel for you. Anytime you're writing Excel
okay.
formula, once you see anything that is not in brackets, they are compulsory thing you must fill in. But if you
Okay.
see the one in this kind of bracket like this, they're not compulsory for you to fill it in. You can ignore them. So now I can decide to go back and ignore my not found and my not found, if not found, and my can you see now? You can say I stopped here. You can say I stopped in return array. Can you see? 1, 2, and 3, right? And I close my bracket to still give you my correct answer. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Because they are not compulsory. I'll not tell you when you need to use those functions. I'll tell you when you need to use them. So let's go on. I'm going to drag this formula down. NA. Do you know why it's showing me NA? Because I didn't use the formula. Now, it says if not found. Do you remember if not found that I ignored? If I'd used if not found, it would have not given me this NA. So now I'm going to now go and modify the formula. I'm going to put comma and I put quotation mark and quotation mark, which means return blank for me. I hit enter. So I'm going to roll it down so that it will return that place as blank cells for me. Can you see? Do you know if there's formula in these cells now? No, but there's formula there. If I switch this now like this to the next one, can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see them? Can you see them? I can try to also say that I can also change that place from not blank to from blank to quotation mark and say not found. Not found. Can you see? And hit enter. It will show me not found in all the places that nothing is there. Can you see it? So I can try to do this again. So that's how you can also do things. But I always like to leave it as blank because I like my Excel when you put formula. I don't want you to know I put formula there. So you think there are no formulas there, but there are formula there. It's just to trick you. So now that is that. Then the next one is match mode. For example, why I want an exact match is because, for example, I can come back here now and change this to I can decide to change this to that's 3939. I want to just put it there. 89. I change it to 2955. Right. If you go back to that place, if you go back to this formula and I hit enter, you can see it's showing me WH Smith, right? And I have 22955. I have one here, right? And I have another 2955 here in this data set, right? So now it's showing me WH Smith, right? Now let me go back to that function and include the formula. So I'm going to put comma, and it's saying I want an exact match. So Excel has decided to pick anyone that concerns it for me in them. No, that's not the example. Yes, let me give you an example. Sorry, that's not the example I'm trying to look for. This is the example I'm trying to look for. 2956 and 2954. That's the example I'm looking for. Exactly. If I go back to that formula, can you see it's showing me as blank? Can you see? Why? Because I did not specify the match type I want. So now I've said match mode. Match mode, if I go to match mode now, if I put comma match mode, it's saying do I want an exact match? So Excel automatically puts exact match for me in its mind. You can see because I did not put anything there, it's giving me blank. That nothing is found because it's automatically in his brain believe I want an exact match. Because if he checks here, no exact match matching 2955 in all of this cell again. So Excel believes that there's not an exact match. So it automatically is giving me this. However, if I now come to Excel and say, Excel, oh, please, so just give me, even if you can't find an exact match, give me any number that is smaller in item than that, which is -1, than that number, which means to give me the one of 2954. Then I hit enter. You can see Dudu's came up, which is this 2954. Can you see it? Which is smaller in number because it will give me anything smaller in number. Assuming there's no 2954, to give me another number. Let me look at another number that's smaller than that follows that number. It will be giving maybe 2004, or to give me this number 2220. Let me take it away and let me show you what I'm talking about so you can see what I'm talking about. So let's go back up there and check it again. Can you see pens and things? Can you see it? Excel automatically thinks and look for a smaller number and gives me that number by itself. So if I then go back and say, now Excel, give me number that is larger, which is always 1. That will be 1. See, exact match or next larger number. Don't give me smaller number. Then it will give me WH Smith because WH Smith is 2956. Can you see? It's larger. If I take off this WH, which is 2956, it will look for any number that's higher than 2956. Let's see, what number is it? 2956. Which number is higher than that? So that follows immediately. That should be 3154. So it should be like art supply store. I'm guessing that should be correct. Yes. No. Brush and stroke. That means that number is higher than it. Where's brush and stroke? Oh, yeah, 3004 is lower than 31. Do you get what I mean? It's lower than this number. So it gives me the number that follows that, which is this number. 3004 is another number that follows that number. So if this number wasn't there, it will give me 319, 3154, 3159. Excuse me. So that I don't know if you get all to the point. If you get what I'm talking about, give me a thumbs up, please. If you understand what I'm talking about. I'm just showing you how XLOOKUP can be used to get what you want. So now I'm going to go to exact match. It's going to give me 0, right? I'm going to change those things back to 2955, 2955, 2955. Right. So that's fine now. Now the last function in XLOOKUP, which we've not used, is now saying, we've not used this if not found. Remember, which is not compulsory, and the match mode, which is not compulsory, but they are compulsory for some function you want to use them for. Now at the last stage is called the search mode. Now, if you look at that figure I have two, I have 2955 here and I have 2955 here. However, I don't know, Excel doesn't know how I want him to search it though. But because I have not given Excel a particular way to search it, Excel is going to automatically give me the first one. So now can I tell Excel that Excel, please, when you are searching, please only search from the last to the top. Don't search from the top to the last for me. Don't you ever try it in your life. Give me from last to the top. So I'm not saying Excel, search first to last for me is one. That's always Excel's default. Then I can say, no, Excel, give me from last to first. If I click this, it's going to give me the number at the last to the first. Hit enter. Do this. Can you see it? Can you see it? Excel search from bottom up at this stage, giving me the do's. I cannot say Excel, oh, don't even give me top or last. You decide anyone you want to give me. Just decide you are my boss. Give me anyone else. So I can say binary search, sort in ascending order. So it will just sort from ascending order. It gives WH Smith. If I say search, so now let me tell you what this function works for. So if I have 2955 here again, right? Excel, give me binary search. Give me binary search in descending order from top down. It will give me column silly because it's not going to search from WH Smith. It's going to give me this one. Where is it? Can you see it? 2955. I don't know if you're getting what I'm trying to tell you here. So that's how to use that XLOOKUP. You can use it in different dimensions. So XLOOKUP is a very powerful tool to use in Excel. So I've done this now. Now let me now bust your bubbles with the last function now to make you happy. You know when we did the one for VLOOKUP, remember we did this. We used 2 curly bracket 3, right? Right? XLOOKUP has the easier one to do. So are you following me? Please give me a thumbs up if you're following me so I know you are actually following what I'm telling you. So XLOOKUP has a simpler one to do when using XLOOKUP. Okay, thank you very much. I'm seeing your thumbs up. Okay, so XLOOKUP has a simpler one to do. So now if you're doing XLOOKUP, you know the other time we use curly brackets. Now we're not using curly brackets. I'm going to show you a very simple way to do it. So now I'm just going to say, at this point, let me write the formula again. Or let me just modify it so I know you know the formula anyway. Remember we said lookup value is this, lookup array is this, right? Then our return array, don't forget our return array. We said we wanted to get what? Only C4 to C17, which is this. C4 to C17, right? Do you not think we can actually raise it to C4 to D to E17, which is this, like this? Can't we do that? We should be able to do that in XLOOKUP and get our answer. So let's try that. So I'm going to change it from C4 to C17 to C4 to D to E17 to get our answer. So let's try that now. So I'm going to do this now. I'm going to say C4 to E17. Can you see it? Automatically, XLOOKUP gave me everything. Then I'm going to roll this down. Can you see it? Do you know why these ones are telling me nothing? Because, of course, I've changed this 3004 number and I've changed that what 1796. So let's add it back. 3004 1796. 3004. Oh, 3004 is there, sorry. 1796. 1796 is not there, so you'll find it. 3989. 3989. Okay. 1796. So 96. Then go back. So, oh yeah. You know why the thing is keeping like that? Because don't forget we put rubbish here in our search mode. So we put first to last. I don't need the search mode because it's not compulsory. But I need an exact match in my match mode. So I'm just going to put 0 in my match mode, which is exact match. So I'm just going to roll this down. Can you see now? I got everything back. Can you see it? So all of these are showing as blank. So if I then click on my list now, my stock of my orders, I click on, let's say I'm looking for 22000. Can you see? My orders came up automatically. People use Excel for software. You don't even need to pay for all those zero. Zero is like Excel. Sage is like Excel, which someone can build for you. And I can build an Excel for you that I'm going to even put timestamp. Like any staff that logs in, you will know the staff that log in and the time the staff logged in and the time the staff logged out. Excel can do everything. I can build those things. So that's the power of Excel. You can now use 1336. Can you see how I'm getting them from the list? I can try to search there. I can try to look for a number. Let's say I'm looking for 1437. I just type it. Customer comes in. Hey, okay, what's your order number? Madam, my order number is 1437. 1437. It's tab or enter. Sorry, it's tab or enter. Can you see? Oga, what is your number? Let me call a number that is there on our stock list, 3989. Oga, what's your number? Maybe we have so many lists. Oga, what's your number? My number is 3989. Okay, 3989. 3989. 89. Hit enter. Can you see? Come up. That was your number. My number is 2245. Oh no, guys, your number is not here. You are not our customer. You don't have an order here. Madam, I give you order. No, 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 no order on the system like that. Sorry, madam, is a mistake. My order number is 22200. 2220. Oh, really? 2220. Hit enter. Oh, okay, are you pens? Are you pens and things? Yes. Oh, you order for 7,000 quantity. Yes. Okay, this is the amount you are paying. That are 44. That are 400 pounds. You see, it's very easy. So that is X lookup done at a glance. If you're happy with what I've taught you so far, please give me a thumbs up. If you're happy with what I've taught you so far, please give me a thumbs up. And you promise me you're going to go back to your workplace and start using these functions at your workplace. I can't see the thumbs up. I've only found one thumbs up. Okay, making two. Thank you. More thumbs up, please, if you are happy with what I've shown you so far. More thumbs up. All right, I'm waiting so I can go on. I was actually I'm not happy with what I'm teaching you so far. I've got only two thumbs up. Or people are not in the class. Mr. Moefe, are you in this class? David, are you in this class? Okay, David is in the class. He's giving me thumbs up. Mr. Moefe, are you in this class? Who else is here? Aminat, are you in the class? Okay, Aminat has clapped. Thank you very much. So I'm going to move on to the next thing. Now, okay, this is lookup item. This is H lookup now. Do you need a break or I should continue?
Please do continue, sir.
Okay, I should continue. Any other person want me to continue? Or you want to take a break? You take a 5 minutes break or we continue? Do I continue?
Yeah, you can continue.
Okay, right, fine. All right. So now, assuming I have a formula here called the quartile. I'm not going to show you that formula because it's more than you. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to insult anybody, but the formula is not what you need to know. I have a quartile formula I put here. You don't need to know the quartile formula. So, but if you want to know it, well, it's not necessary for you to know it anyway now. It's just a quartile formula. So now I have my staff names, and we have like group discussions. We usually have group discussions, and we have like the quartile scores which they usually get. So I'm trying to look for their quartile. So I know that we have if you have let me first start like this. I want to put a random number from 0 to, let's say, 100. So you remember I taught you yesterday that is equals to do that number. I have to do what's called round between. Don't forget yesterday. Generate random number. I shouldn't have told you. I should have let you tell me that number. So I want Excel to generate random number 0 number to 100 for me randomly and hit enter. So I'm going to roll it down. Who can tell me why I did what I did now? I could have wrote that figure down to this last part, but I decided to copy the last one and put it here. I'm like, can you tell me why I did what I did, please? At least I'm now the complex question. I know I'm now know Excel to a point. I'm like, can you tell me why I did what I did, so everybody can learn from and benefit from it? Something now. Let me go back and do it again. I wrote these numbers down here. When I got to this point, I stopped and I copied it inside the cell. And I then pasted the number here. Why have I done that? You see, when you use Excel every day, you tend to just know what you need to do without you even. I can't ever, even when I'm thinking in the office, I can't make mistake on it because I know it. So my brain and my hand automatically does it. So, are you there? Okay, I'm assuming silence means rest. So this is why I've done it. If I roll that number down from up to this point, it will affect my borderline table. Can you see it? My line has cleaned off under. Can you see it? I have to now go back and start doing highlighting my table cell again, like this, and doing Alt H. Don't forget the formula. Alt H what? BT to do it like that. That's Alt H, Alt plus H plus BT. That's the function I used to put it back. Rather than doing this, I try to just avoid that. Because if you roll anything down in Excel, it will close that border that you've already created. So I was trying to avoid that. That's why I did what I did here. So this is to do like border. I taught you this function yesterday anyway, so I'm not how to do border Alt BT. Let me go back and show you to be sure I taught you yesterday. Yeah, that's it. Alt HBT border. So that's that function I taught you. So now I've created the random number. I don't want these numbers to keep changing. So I'm going to have to do paste special. Don't forget I taught you the formula yesterday. Control C, then Alt H VV, paste special. Or I can try to come here if I like to use mouse. Or I like the cell and come here and I'll do paste special. Can you see? These are paste values. So I could have done that, but I like using my shortcuts. So now I want to do a X. So now I have different numbers in quartiles.
Sorry, what's the shortcut for the pay special?
Alt HVV, Alt plus H
H
plus
O.
V plus V.
Okay.
That's paste special. That's paste special. So now I have scores 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So which means anybody that scored 4 here would get 0. Anybody, any of my staff that scored 26.5 or lower will get what? 1. Any of my staff that scored 54 or lower will score what? 2. Anyone that scores 77 will score 3, and like that. So I want to give my staff award based on their performance. I've put quartile formula here, which I'm not going to explain to you. So because I just use that thing to generate random numbers based on this rand between, so I can just show you the H lookup formula. So now I want to use to know their quartiles of their score using the H lookup formula. So I'm going to use what's called H lookup. Don't forget I said H lookup look at something what horizontally. You can see this is horizontal. Can you see it? Horizontal. Why X lookup V lookup look at it what vertically, like this. Vertical. This is vertical. This is horizontal. Sorry. This is horizontal. Don't forget. Horizontal is this way. Vertical is this way. So now to get my formula, I'm now going to say equals H lookup. So now my lookup value is what? My lookup value is going to be my group discussion number. And that'll be my lookup value. I'm going to click on this as well. Don't forget, when you hear the word lookup value, value means one item. If you hear range or array, means what? So many items in that thing you're looking for. So don't forget that. So the word that they said lookup value, it means it's one thing they're looking for, which is this one thing I'm looking for. This is my lookup value, which is that stuff and this thing, the number, the discussion number. I'll put comma. Then the table or array. The table or array is my quartile table or array. So I'm going to highlight the table. You can see I've highlighted the table already, which is my table or my array. But don't forget, because I don't want it to keep moving, I'm going to lock it in what's called F4, absolute referencing, which I taught you today. So if you come back to absolute referencing I taught you today, can you see it here? You can see what I taught you today about absolute referencing, and how you remember that anyway. So I'm not going back to it. So so you lock it in absolute referencing, which I've done, so I don't want it to move. I'm sure you all remember what I've taught you on that. So then my row index, don't forget again, like VLOOKUP, those old formulas, VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP, they use what they use called row index. So let me show you what the row index is on this now. So the row index, you can see this is, let me just space it out. This is what? 1, this is 2, 3, sorry, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, 5. Do you get? Those are the row index, right? Sorry, I've told you wrong thing. Sorry. The row index is not going to be that, because don't forget that in X lookup, it doesn't work that in H lookup, it doesn't work that way. Remember when we did V lookup, don't forget in V lookup we did like this. We counted 1, 2. Let me show you V lookup. Remember we counted 1, 2, 3 like this, right? Using the column index. Say you get this is column, column index. So we can't use the same column index for H lookup. In H lookup, we have to use the row index. So in this is row 1, this is one row, this is another row. So now this is going to be row 1, this will be row 2. Why they are row 1 and row 2 is because don't forget my data based on my formula. Your formula determines your row. So now I've picked this side now as my row 1, as my total, total table array. So your table array determines your row. Assuming my table array starts from this place now, my row 1 will be 1 and 2. But my table array started from here, my row 1 starts from 1 and 2. So that's what I want you to know now. So now I want you to return what for me? I want you to return my row index to return. My row index, I want you to return number 2. Don't forget, because the staff numbers, I'm going to show you now. Let me just quickly take this off so I can show you. Don't forget the staff, this is the quarter number, but this is the grade I'm giving them. So I want to use this 54 to look for this anything that is around it here for them to know their grade here, because I'm trying to give the best staff a gift, and the best staff is the one that has maybe 4 or 3. That's the performing staff in my company. So for me to do that appraisal, I need to actually use this quarter based on their score. This one scored 26.5 in the year. That's not a good performance. This one scored 4 is 0. This one scored 5, 54 is just 2, is just above average. This scored 77, that is 3 piece, that is 3. This scored 93, which is also very, very good. So I want to give them score of 0, 1 to 4, because 4 is my highest score in appraisal. So what I want it to return is going to be what my row 2 index is what it's going to return to me. So I'm not going to do this, and I'll put 2 here. So I'm not going to do, remember I told that if you see any bracket like this, who can tell me? If you see a bracket like this in Excel formula, what does it mean? I told you today. Can you answer?
Compulsory to
You say what?
like it's not compulsory for us to put a value for it.
Exactly. If you see a bracket that way, it means it's not compulsory. You can ignore it. However, I'll ignore it, and I'll tell you why you cannot ignore it in this formula. So then I'll put bracket close. I'm ignoring it and I'm hitting enter. So it's showing me NA. Why is it NA? Oh, sorry. Who can tell me why I got NA?
because
I'm
you
not
not capture the other one, the other
exactly,
line.
exactly. We shifted this cell when I shifted this cell down, so it should be capturing here, right? Then hit enter. That gives me 2. Can you see? 54 is 2 in my H lookup. Now remember I said that you can ignore that bracket, right? Now you see why you need to use that bracket now. I'll get errors now. Just watch. Now 93 is 4, right? 80 is 3, right? 4 is 0. 75 is 2. So does it make sense to score someone that scores 75 too? That will be an appraisal that is not fair, because someone scores 75, we are giving them 2. However, we said here in our quarter that anybody that scores 77.5 is going to be above. So therefore, I don't blame the formula. It's correct. So 39 is 1, 18 is 0. Okay, I think the formula is actually even work, but there's something I wanted to you guys. Yes, my point. Oh, it still worked. It still worked. It still works. So, but what I want to prove to you is this in the formula is that the formula works, but however, so this is H lookup anyway, but however, the last function now you can use that last function by looking at the way you want to do the lookup. So, if I say I want you to give me an exact match or maybe a false match or an approximate match, I could do true. But if I say an exact match, so by default, H lookup picks true, which is an approximate match. That is why this thing worked, even though they were not supposed to work. If I put false here now, it will not work. You get error there. That's what I was trying to explain to you. So watch it now and see that it will not work. I'll get errors now. Can you see it? Can you see I got errors now? Because why? This number is 80. It could not find 80 in this list. So, but however, if I tell H lookup, give me true, which is an approximate match. That just look for any number that falls above it and within its range, but not beyond its range. That is true. H lookup automatically understands what the common sense what I'm telling it, and and do you know why I like it? It applies the common sense in a way that it does not go beyond what you ask. For example, now if you look at 54, you could have as well given me 3 for 50. Sorry, let me look for another one. For if you look at if you look at let's say 80, you could have given me 4 for 80 because this is above 77.5, but it is below 93.93. You could have given me 4, but the HLOOKUP knew that 93 was there, and 93 means 4, so therefore it cannot give me 4. So HLOOKUP understood that it needs to give me just 3 because it is 77.5 to 92.5 that will give me 3. And 93 upward to 100 to give me 4. I don't know if I'm making sense to someone here in this class. I don't know if I'm making sense, please.
Yes, sir. Yeah, you're making sense.
Okay, all right. I'm really hot. Let me open the window. I'm in summer, in winter already. We are going to start gradually. All right. So right. So that's for that. So the other thing I want us to look at, I just put something here. I think I must have done a list here. I've taught you how to do this. I'm not going to show you this again. I've taught you list 2 times or 3 times today. How to do this listing of names. So I'm not going to just go back there again. So I'm now going to do. I'm not going to do like show you. I put this. What did I put this here for? So I put this here for something. What am I trying to do with this formula? I remember what I'm trying to achieve with this formula. What am I trying to achieve with this formula? I can't remember honestly. Luna. Let me just try and see what I'm trying to achieve with the formula. I'm trying to achieve with the formula. Oh, ranking. Oh, okay. That's what I'm trying to do. What I'm trying to do is that assuming we don't want to even now use a list here, and then I have my staff name in a list like this, and I want to just be toggling them to know which one exactly is the stuff I want to check. So, like I've showed you before, I can just use an XLOOKUP formula here because an HLOOKUP formula cannot do that. HLOOKUP formula cannot look beyond horizontally, but XLOOKUP will look at it vertically and horizontally. So I need an XLOOKUP formula here. So don't forget I taught you XLOOKUP formula. I'm going to do XLOOKUP. Lookup value is this. Then the lookup array is going to be this list. Don't forget, lock it in what? F4. Don't forget function and F4, like I said it before. Return array is going to be what? This core. This group discussion, right, is the return array, right? I'm going to lock it in F4. Function F4. Then my if not found, just give me blank. Then exact match 0. Then bracket close. I've done this before. So for this person now, Maureen is going to be 18. Our group discussion score is 18. Right. So this person is 48. So I want to now show the ranking using HLOOKUP. So now I want to bring in a formula. I have the formula which I've done down before. I'll just paste the formula here and I explain the logic of the formula for you. I have a formula before which I've done. I'm just going to post the formula and explain the logic of the formula for you. Now, this formula, I don't know if I should be teaching you this. You want to learn this? You want to learn this? I should go on.
So see, let's learn it now.
Okay, fine. If you want to learn it, now, I'm happy to go. So, right. Ah, sorry, 1 minute, please. Someone is mute. Someone should mute themselves. Thank you very much. I'm trying to do a format of this cell. Sorry. Yes, thank you. Okay, I've done the format of this cell. So basically, what I've done is this: is that now the way we did this one. Now we're having them in lists. We are seeing 2, 1, 4. This one, that one. I want it to be bringing something like first, second, third, and fourth for me. And I've used HLOOKUP. So this is the HLOOKUP formula I've used. I can write the formula, but it's sort of a long formula. And I don't want to waste my time. But if you want me to write, I can write the formula for you. If you want me to write the formula for you, but it's the same formula I've taught you just now. The same formula. Sorry, I'm just trying to because I changed my arrays here. So it's the same formula. So now I've said if oh no, I shouldn't be teaching you this now. No, let's leave this for now. Because I've not taught you if statement already. No, I can't teach you this for now. Sorry. I need to teach you if statements. Okay, let me just show you.
Okay, that's fine. It's okay.
Yeah, because you get my point. Do you understand my point?
Yeah.
I haven't taught you if statement, logical statement. I haven't taught you that, so I can't jump the gun. So I'll come back to show you this. So let me leave this like this. I'll come back to explain this to you when I've taught you that if statement. Because you won't understand if I teach you now. So let's move to
It's
the
okay.
next. So now, do you understand X lookup, V lookup, and H lookup now? Do you understand X lookup, V lookup, and H lookup? Do you understand those lookups now?
Yes, sir. So that,
Who else understands? Let me know, everybody. Just talk or meet yourself and talk. I'm going to unmute everybody now so everybody can talk.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, every other person, I want to know who else understands.
Mhm.
Who else understands? David, do you understand?
Yeah. I get it. I get it.
Okay, David, do you understand? Sandra, do you understand?
Sir, please, I am facing problem with my connection. I don't know what is happened to my network here.
Oh, sorry, you have to check the recording of the class later then.
Okay,
All
sir.
right. Does Sandra, do you understand? Do you understand? I didn't hear you. We didn't hear you. Hello, do you understand? I need to move on to the next thing.
Me?
Yes, do you understand?
Okay. I do understand a bit, but my network has just been coming on and off. But
Okay, you can.
I understood the V lookup. I think the H lookup I got lost some places, but I can look up later.
Okay, but you understand the X lookup
But
too,
the V lookup I'm fine.
and the X lookup.
Yes, the V lookup and the X lookup. Yes.
Okay, fine. Just the H lookup. So you can watch the video later to understand it. That's fine. So I'm just going to move on to the other thing today, which is yeah, I wanted to give you for assignment. This is going to be assignments to repeat this for me. Give me the prize. Yeah. Those are assignments. Assignments. I'm going to color grade this as green. Greens are my assignments. If you see any cell with greens assignments. So now I'm going to another X lookup again today, which is complex X lookup. We can't finish X lookup today, right? We can't. Because X lookup, I'm going to show you index match. I'm going to show you offset match sum. I'm going to show you two-way lookups. Hmm. Okay, I have to move faster because this class ends by 10. All right. No, I won't do this for you. Should I do this for you or should you do it by yourself? Okay, let me just do this for you. Right. So we want to do a lookup and we have employees here. I'm going to move very fast because I've taught you X lookup already, so I'm going to move very fast. So we have employees here. So these are the names of the employees we have, and this is we are trying to look for their team and the current team they are in, want to get the bonus of the salary increased, and want to get the value increased and the new salary itself. So, how do we do this? They all have job ratings. Don't forget, these are their job ratings. So they are rated 4.9, some is 3.2. So we want to pay them exactly based on their rating. We cannot pay them more than what they rate, what their performance is in the office. So how do we get to do this? So now I want to know the team they are in first because I cannot know. I don't know someone who is in IT department, who is in account department. I'm going to use XLOOKUP to get all of these. So this is their employee data. This is from HRO system that has all the employee data. So I can see when they started their work with the company, this is the team they are in, this is their location, and this is their names. So which means VLOOKUP will never work here because don't forget, VLOOKUP does not look at things backward. The names is already here. That means VLOOKUP is qualified here. So VLOOKUP cannot work here because it does not look backward. It only looks forward. So this alone means it cannot work here. So which means my option is to use X lookup to make it work. So I'm not going to look for it. I'm going to say equals X lookup. My lookup value is what? I'm looking for this staff. Yeah, I don't need to lock it because I want it to keep moving down. So that's stuff. So I'm not looking at it in dollar sign. So then lookup array is from where my employee data sheet. I'm going to click a light on this array. Don't forget, if I'm highlighting the whole array, you don't need to lock it in dollar sign. But however, if you're not highlighting the whole array, if you are highlighting only this side like this, you have to lock it in dollar sign. However, I have done something again. I've put them in what is called, oh no, I don't want to teach you that now. Let me teach you quickly. Be fast about that. Now, look at this cell now. These are my staff name. Please pay attention to this, please. Very important. I have my staff names here. There's what we call, if you go to, oh, this just open. I'm going to pin this down. Yeah. If you go to, if you go to, if you go to formula, there's what we call name manager. I've put these people under name manager in formula. So if I come to name manager, you find them in my defined name. So I'm going to just check my defined names now. Sorry. I'm going to just check my defined names. Can you see my defined names I have? I have cost of goods sold, I have company, I have country, I have date, discount band, discount, gross, months, I have sales, I have more, many in my defined name managers. So this staff name is also part of my defined name managers. So if I go into it, can you see them? Can you see my defined name managers? Can you see them? These are my defined name. I've stored it in a defined name already. How do you do a defined name? Very, very simple. Put a data in a table, if you like, then go to table of design. This data is called all employee. Can you see it? If I click on the table design up here and I come to the table name, I've set it as all employees. I can change these employees to Sandra, and it has become a function. If I just do equals Sandra, can you see it? Hit enter. Can you see Sandra as everything? Can you see it here? That's what they call table define name. I've defined that name. I like everything again. No, bloody hell. No. So I'm going to go to table design. I'm going to change it from Sandra to employees. Do you get? It's a way to make your work to make you work fast, because that means typing all this name one by one. I've got employee as my employees. So now I want to define this one also as my staff list. So you can see under my employee, I have this here as my staff name. So when I put my formula in here, then equals X lookup, this is my lookup value. My lookup array is this. It's telling me employees D to D. Can you see it? Because I've already put this table in a name called employee. If I want to even now do something to confuse you more, or to make you to make you know that you can actually work with Excel anyhow, Excel is a very good tool you can use. I can now take it a step further. I can do like this. I can start not to put this in table called employee. I can do this. Watch what I'll do now. Equals employee. Can you see? I'm going to do this. Watch me. I'm going to call this. I'm coming. No, I have to do that. Let me see if I can do this. Yes, another thing I'll tell you again. If you are writing define name, you don't put space in the define name. I just remembered that as I was trying to write this. You see, because I work on this regularly, my brain made me know that automatically I can't put space. I've already put underscore there. If you're working with define name, you can't put space. The name has to be one word. So if you want to if you want to separate them, you can use underscore or anything to separate them. So automatically I've done underscore there, and I've put what staff name, and I hit enter here. So all of this now are what are my employee. If I go to table of design, oh, they are not called staff name. That's wrong. That won't work. So let's just leave that like that. So now equals X lookup. Uh, Ignore the deviation. That's my lookup value, right? My lookup array is what? My staff name, right? Can you see it? It becomes a function. Can you see it? Staff name, right? But you need to know how to write the code in the staff name. It will usually be this, D to this, but I'm not going to let you do that. I won't let you do that because I know it will confuse you. So I'll go to this place. I'll come to employee and I light the cell I want to do. This is the cell I'm looking for, which is my staff name, right? Then it's called staff name, then name. And I'll put comma. Then my return array is what? I want it to return what? I want it to return my team. What's my team? My team is this. This is my team. So I'm going to put this as my return array, right? I'm going to put comma. Then if not found, give me what? Give me blank, or give me not found. Quotation mark, not found. Or I'll just say staff does not exist. Staff does not exist. You can write anything you want there. As long as you put it in quotation mark, it's correct. Remember, I taught you all of this before. Yeah, I want then comma. Then what kind of match do you want? I want an exact match. Zero, bracket close, hit enter. So I've gotten where this staff is. This staff is this person is in development. So if I roll it down, I'll get every other staff. Can you see? So assuming I came to bring in a staff called Aminat, um, Aminat Sandra, and I drag there to tell me staff not found. Just watch. Can you see it? Staff does not exist. Can you see it? I can even take it a step further. I don't want to confuse you guys. I can put that. I can put a conditional formatting to Excel saying if staff does not exist, give me red. but I won't do that. Don't worry. I won't. We'll get there later. So staff doesn't exist. So we've gotten this now. So the current team. What's the current team? The current team is this location. That's current team. Just in case you're looking at it, I'm just trying to move very fast now because I've been slow. And I've taught you all of this function before. Equals X lookup. My lookup value is what? Is the name. The lookup array is what? I'm going to come to employee. I want to look up this again. I can start to look this way or even highlight all the cells, D to D. Click comma. Then return array is the location. If not found, give me blank, comma, exact match, 0, then exact match, hit enter. This person is in London. That's the current team, is in the London team. This one is in the Dublin team, Frankfurt in Germany. This is London, Dublin, France, Frankfurt, London, Warsaw, Dublin. So now I know these are their current team. Now I want to calculate the bonus. So how do I calculate the bonus here? So now I promise to give them 10% bonus for anyone that has a job rating of 5. Don't forget, this is where it gets complex. So if you have a rating of 5, are you with me, please? I want to know if you are with me, please. Someone has his hand raised. Samuel, if you ask your question, please. Ask your question, Mr. Moefe. Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
And this sheet now that is here, are they in the same sheet? Are they on the same worksheet? Or are
Yes,
they on different worksheets?
they are on the same worksheet, but different. The same. They are on different worksheet, but the same workbook. Different. So in Excel,
Oh,
this is sheet. This is sheet. This is sheet. This is sheet. Then, but all this Excel on its own is called a workbook.
okay.
This is a workbook. You can see it.
So you can, while we are highlighting from this worksheet,
Yes.
it can also reflect on the other worksheet where we are actually doing
No.
the work.
Yes, you can reference it. You can reflect it. You can reference other worksheets. I can reference any worksheet. Don't worry, I'll even teach you something. Have you heard of the formula called VStack? I think it will help a lot of you in your work. VStack. Have you heard of the VStack formula? Have you heard of VStack formula?
No.
Okay. I mean, have you heard of VStack formula? I mean, have you heard of VStack formula? Eh? Hello? Hello? Oh, sorry, I need to. Fine, I've muted her. I think she's taking a step out away. So I believe she works with Esther Young, so she should have been using something like the VStack formula, but she hasn't. I just wanted to know, so I can take it also so she can learn from it. So the VStack formula helps you to merge thousands of sheets together as one. Like it is crazy. It has a 3D function that I'm going to teach you that. Someone should remind me to teach the VStack formula maybe sometime before we end this. Not today, but some other day. I'll show you the VStack formula, how you can use the VStack formula. That's also something that is very, very useful. If you are having reconciliations of different, maybe you have like different sheets, reconciliations from different subsidiaries, you can do them together as one using VStack formula and Excel. I'll show you how to do that very easy at some other time in another class. So let's not deviate. Let me just go on with this now. So, like, you can actually reference other sheet, like I said, but you cannot reference a different workbook, except you're using Power Query. When you can do that. So, is that clear, Mr. Moefe? You can reference a different workbook using Power Query, but you cannot reference different workbook using Excel. That is correct. Yes, that's correct. You cannot reference different workbook using formula, but you can do it using Power Query. So, Now, I want to calculate the bonus. Please, I'd like everyone to pay attention to this bonus because the formula gets complex at this point. I'm using XLOOKUP also, but it's going to be complex. So we have a rating of job rating of 5, 4.3, 1.22, 3.2. I want to, these are the job ratings, and this is the rating that I am benchmarking in our company. Our HR is going to pay 10% to whoever gets a score of 5 in performance. They will pay 4% to whoever score 8% in performance. They'll pay is a bonus of 5% to whoever scored 3 in performance. How do I know how to benchmark this if I have 1,000 staff? I can't do it one by one, or else I won't be productive. I'll just sit down in my office saying, Oga, I'm doing it. I'm trying to do it. Oga, I'm like, where is it now? Oga, I'm trying to do it. I'm in 500. I have 500 to go. And you could do it in 5 seconds. And your boss will be like, are you a wizard? How do you get this done? So this formula will help you to do it. So what you do first is that equals X lookup. Now, I'm looking for what? I'm looking for the the job ratings to match the job ratings together. So I'll say the lookup value is going to be my job rating, which is going to be this. That's my lookup value. Then my lookup array will then be my job ratings. Don't forget, because I have to do job rating to job rating. That's Let me tell you that again in X lookup. When I'm doing X lookup, anything you are doing on X lookup, the rating as the whatever you're looking up, let me go back and explain this. This will help you a lot. Now, I'm looking for this name. Don't forget, when I was looking for the team, I referenced the name, right? The name took me back to the name. My name is the lookup value in the name. My lookup array is still the name. Don't forget, when I went back there, I went to look up my array using the name. Because anything you look up as your value in X lookup, that thing, the list of where that thing is must be the name. For example, if I say I'm looking for Sandra, sorry, I'm using your name because I know you are in this class. I'm just trying to make it practical. I'm looking for Sandra in this class, and I have Sandra, I have Aminat, I have Emmanuel, I have Emma, Ife, what's her name? Ife. I have Opele. If I'm looking for this Sandra now and I'm using X lookup, I would then say equals X lookup. The lookup value must be, because I'm looking for Sandra, that should be Sandra. Then my lookup array would have to be where Sandra can be found, which is the list where Sandra is. Don't forget, the list where we have Sandra, I'm going to lock it an F4. Then I'm going to say comma. I'm not going to say the return array can now be maybe what what relates exactly to Sandra in front of Sandra. I'm looking for could be this. Lock in F4. Then I could then do return blank if not found, and exact match 0. Hit enter. Can you see? If Sandra has 4-3, it will bring 4-3. Can you see? Can you see it now? Because I'm looking for Sandra. If Sandra has this will bring it up because that is what I'm looking up. It will bring the answer as that to me. So I want you to have that at the back of your mind when you're doing lookup. That's the shortcut to understand how to use an X lookup. So now I'm looking for the bonus. I'm not saying X lookup because I'm looking for the job rating. So what am I looking for? I'm looking for the how to make this job rating together. I'll not say job rating. The lookup value is going to be the job rating of this person. Then comma. I'm not going to say, okay, where is this thing related to? Where is this number in? Oh, it is in this list here. I'm going to highlight this list. I'm going to log this list in my F4. Don't forget, because if I don't, the list will keep moving down. Let me show you what I mean. I don't lock it, just watch. When I'm done, you see there will be an error in it when I'm done. Let me just lock it now. I've explained that to you before. I don't need to waste my time. I've shown practical example of how the thing caused error when I didn't lock it in. So then my return array would then be what? Would be the bonus figure, would be the return array. I'm going to lock it also in F4. Don't forget. Do I want an exact match? Do I want to, if not found, I want you to return what? Just return blank if not found. Or return 0. Did you get? Or I can say return 0. So let me now tell you again, if you are doing anything in Excel and then you're not using an alphabet, you are using numbers, you don't put in quotation mark. Don't forget, when you are doing anything in Excel and you're not using an alphabet, you don't put a quotation mark. Let me explain to you. If I'm going to say return not found, it has to be in quotation mark, right? It has to be in quotation mark. But if I'm saying return 0, no quotation mark is required because Excel understands numbers, but Excel does not understand alphabets. Unless you put the alphabet in the quotation mark, then Excel understands it. So if I can say if not found, return 0, comma, Then do I want to give me an exact match? If I say give me exact match is also 0, there's going to be a problem. Let me just show you. It will not work. Can you see? 5 gave me 10 because 5 is there and it's 10. If I roll it down, 4 will give me problem. Can you see 4 gave me 0 because there was no exact match for 4.3, whereas there's 4 there. So I could tell Excel that Excel, don't give me exact match. Give me a match that is like next, maybe next smaller item to that item, which is -1, which is this smaller item to that item, and I hit enter and I roll it down. Excel will now then give me the smallest item. Can you see 4.3 is 8%? Can you see it falls within 8? 1.2 is 0%, which is this. Can you see? Because the person does not always come up to 2. 2 is what? 1%. Can you see? Person get 1% bonus. The person that scored 3.2 will get 5%, which can you see it? Person that scored 3 will still get 5%. Person that scored 4.9 will still get 8% because it's not up to 5. Or set the MD say, okay, 4.9, let's just give him 5 then. You see, to change to 10% straight. Can you see? 10% automatically. But once it is 4.9 here, it will not become 10%. So can you see how that works now? Can you see how that works now? So now I've gotten the bonus increase. So now to get what is the value increase? It's simple. I'm just going to say B this multiplied by F4, which is this. I'm going to hit enter because I'm just trying to get the bonus value. And I'm going to do this. So don't forget, I didn't put this in dollar because I want it to be moving line by line. Assuming I don't want it to move, I won't do that. So this is it now. I've got this. Then now what is going to be the new salary? The new salary will now be equals this salary. This is the salary, then times multiplied by brackets 1 plus this. I hope you understand that mathematics I've done. Let me break it down for you. 1 plus this will give me what? 4,004. No, I shouldn't be doing that. Let me do it again. Equals this. I shouldn't even do that. Sorry. This plus this should be the new salary increase, isn't it? So what I'm trying
It is.
yes, what I'm trying to do is this. Let me show what I'm trying to do here. I was trying to do a shortcut, a faster shortcut. So now I know we've done this now. We've done value increase. I've done the salary here. But if it's me, I won't do that. I'm wasting my time by doing that. So this is what I would have done. I will do this. Equals, I'll get this same salary rather than me doing getting this, then now doing this time. Then that's gonna be wasting of time. That's for children. Just do equals the salary you've gotten here multiplied a plus brackets. You know, when we are doing mathematics, when we are doing finance students understand. Then this is what it has increased by what 10%, right? I'm not going to say 1 plus what this. I'm going to multiply this. Sorry. Do you understand this for this formula I've done? Hmm? How many people have done MPV here and IRR? You've done
Yeah,
MPV.
you are multiplying 1 plus 10%.
So let me break it down. Yes, that's correct. So what I'm doing is if you're doing your MPV, for example, you know, it's something like this. You do 1 plus, 1 plus arrow is like you get 1 means 100%. 100% is in mathematics or finance is 1, 1 means 100%. Then this 10% is this. So if I do 1 plus arrow, give me 110%. Can you see it? 110%. So which means salary salaries before for 2,000. But now we're adding 10% to it. So which means I've decided to get star 110%. That's what I've done with that formula. So then if I then say this, then I have to follow board mass rule. If I don't follow board mass rule, I'm going to have problem. Excel follows board mass rule. So I have to follow board mass rule. So that's why I put it in brackets. And I say this multiplied by brackets because I have to tell Excel that don't do nonsense for me. Follow board because Excel will, if I don't put in bracket, for example, just what Excel will do. It will give me wrong answer. Because Excel will do this multiplied by 1, then plus 10%. That's what Excel will be doing, which is wrong. So I have to put in brackets so Excel understands that, oh, okay, I'm following the board mass rule. Then I get the same figure because that's going to go in. Yeah, so that's it. It's not given because it's approximating. I'm just going to close the approximation. That's it. Then I roll it down. So is that clear? Is that clear? Then if you notice, this has dollar sign in it. Who can tell me how to put dollar sign in all of these too?
You can
Yeah.
put comma now.
How do I put comma in them? If you're not in class yesterday, someone who was in class should tell me. Who can I call? Mr. Moife, how do I put comma in this? Mr. Moife, how do I put comma in this? Mr. Moife, how do I put comma in this? David, how do I put comma in this? Okay, it's simple. Alt HK. I gave you the shortcut yesterday. Alt plus H plus K. That's the shortcut to put comma in Excel. You need to be living with these shortcuts. It makes your work easier and everything you do easy. So this is comma also. But if you don't want to do, you can just use alt plus HK, or you can try to do that. Then if you want to put it in currency, I told you today, I said put dollar. There's a formula called dollar. Put the dollar formula, hit enter, and then you see it's in currency already. Drag it down, and they are all in currency. So that's it. Any question on this before I move on? Any question, please? I'm moving on. Any question?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So in order to convert it to the currency, all you need to do is just to put the dollar sign
Yes.
with in front of the amount, and it will change.
Just put the dollar formula. It's a formula called dollar. Can you see it? Another
Okay,
put.
in bracket.
Yes,
Okay,
I can
all
say
right.
equals dollar in brackets. Then I'll just say maybe 25,000.
Okay,
Can you see it's giving me dollars automatically? But if
yeah,
I done equals to 5,000 on a normal day, it won't give me that. Can you see?
yeah.
So that's what the formula does. So this is your assignment also. Assignments. X lookup. Very, very easy. Easier than everything I've done. X lookup. I want to look up the category. No, this one is this thing. Look up the category. No, sorry, I'm coming. No, this one, you're going to give me the data validation, right? Then data validation also. I've made it simple for you. Then X lookup. Then X lookup. Very easy. Very, very easy. So data validation, don't forget, you come to look, watch the video, then you know it, you remember it. Then X lookup, we have validation here. You validate it there to look up your item, get the figure for me, profit for me, and get revenue for me. So that's assignment. I'm going to put it in green. Right. Now
So sorry, are we going to create another sheet to arrive at? Sorry, go back to.
you don't
Are
need
we going
to
to create another?
don't need to let me
We'll
do
just do it there.
let me
Okay,
do one for you. And I'm not going to do one. If I
okay.
do one for you, I'll explain to you. Data validation, like you are doing like this, coming to data validation, like I taught you now. Have you forgotten?
Mm.
Then lists.
No, I'm asking.
Okay.
I'm, I'm asking whether we are going to do it on another sheet or
No.
still on the same
Then
sheet.
once
Okay,
you data validate, now once you get it, let me show you. Let me just show you example. I'm going to delete it away. So lists, click on this, then come to the category. This category, I like the category like this. Can you see it?
okay,
Then hit enter
yeah,
twice. It's there. Similarly, you do the same under type. You do for type 2. So you get
okay,
then
okay,
then when you're writing your VLOOKUP, your X lookup will be equals X lookup equals X lookup. Then lookup value will be this, right? Because you have to look at the product type to get the profits for the then you have to get for revenues for the revenue also, right? This I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm already doing so I'm gonna take it off.
so excuse me. The profit, is it going to be for each,
Is it
is
gonna-
it going to be for all the products, or just the category,
the
just one is
category,
okay,
yes. So you also
just one,
give
okay,
me profit for the category X lookup profits for category.
okay,
Oh, don't let me make it hard for you. I
it's
was going to
okay,
ask you for revenue for app for app and type, for app, for the category and the type. I can teach you that quickly. That's very simple to do. I'm going to teach you. Yes, I'm going to teach you in my next lookup. So look, do it for me. So pay attention. I'm going to give you as assignment. So X lookup for revenue, for category, category and category and what, and type.
Time.
I'm going to teach you now. I'm going to teach you now in the next slide. So pay attention. Now, man, I can't finish this thing today. Time has gone. No. I'll just do only this one, then I'll call the class off. Then we'll continue next week. Right. So um now we want to do what's called, I'm already tired, I'm exhausted. Mm,
Well done, sir.
Talking for 3 hours. Yeah, thank you. So
The Lord is your strength.
yeah, we want to do what's called um ups. I want to teach offset match and some today. You will not know it. I teach you today, you will not know it. Not because I can't teach you, but you will not know it. It's complex. Let me show you. It's complex, you will not know it today. You already have so much on your head today. Do you want me to continue? I should stop. Should I continue? I should stop. You guys should vote. I can do this and then we stop after this one, but you might not know it. This is complex.
So
Sir,
let's leave it.
if you say that we will not know
No,
it,
you
please
might
let
know
us
it,
leave
but
it.
okay, let me try and do it. Let me try and do it.
Because we have already taken enough. So but it's okay.
So let's have a vote. Should I do it or should stop for now?
Okay, let's do it now.
Okay, now
Let's try it.
let's go.
Yeah, I think we should stop.
Ah,
Okay, let me just do it so that I can play over it when you get to right.
okay.
So when you get to doing the, we can play over it. So now this is called, this company have put data validation here, which I showed you how to do, right? We have company A, we have company B, so this is like if we have subsidiaries. We have like many subsidiaries in London, in Dublin, in Nigeria, in France. Like we have different, or maybe in Aba, Owerri, Anambra, Elele. We have in Festac, we have in Abuja. Different branches. Yeah, and in our subsidiary company. Then these are our sales for 2023, 2013, 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, like that. So now I want to know, the sales up to 2024, 2014. That let me even see from our list of record, did we make sales? Did we even make any profit up to 2020, up to 2014? Let's see which sales do we make in 2014. I want to know the sales up to that point, which is I'm going to know all the sales for, let's say, company A now. I want to know the sales for 2013, 2014 together. Do you get? I want to know the sales for this up to 2019 together. And I don't want you to pick 2020. I want to know the sales for only 2014 to 2019. I want to know the sales from 2016 to 2020. I want to know the sales up to this. Do you get? How do I do it? What formula will I use? It's a complex formula. So sit back, relax, and let's go. Let's play the game. So the formula called offset formula. There's a formula called match. The match formula is the same as X lookup and V lookup, but it's just that it is a neutral formula. So, and I'm going to use the sum formula also to do it. Three formulas in one. So let's start by matching. I'm going to say equals. I'm going to show you what the offset does. So, but um how have I put this here? I've said equals one equals because the first year 2013 starts in column B, which one column. Oh, yeah, don't worry. I'm going to explain that to you later. I just put that so I can remember the explanation. So I'm going to say equals. So how do I do this? I'm going to use the match function. So we have what is called X match also in Excel, formula X match, which I'm going to be showing you. Actually, I'll be showing you that also. Yeah. So I'll be showing you the X match. Yeah. The X match. I should show you the X match somewhere. Yeah. Where is it? Yeah, this X match. I should show you X match somewhere. Yeah. In this point, but maybe next time I'll show you X match, index match, X match. There are so many kind of match. They are all lookups. All of these are family are called lookups. So I'm still in lookup, okay? X match, match. So lookups are V lookup, VLOOKUP, X lookup, right? We have we have H lookup. These are lookup families. We have match, they are lookup. We have X match. These are just older ones. Then we have what else do we have again? We have match, we have VLOOKUP, we have X lookup. So all of these are all lookups. So I've taught you VLOOKUP, I've taught you X lookup, I've taught you H because I'm teaching you match function now, and I'm going to teach you X match also. Next will be next week because of our time. So now, so I'm going to use this using the match offset and the sum function. So I'm going to say equals match, right? So it says, what are you looking at? Can you see it says lookup value? Can you see lookup value? So the lookup value I'm trying to look up is what? I'm trying to look up what? The company. This is our subsidiary, our main group holding company. So I'm going to put my lookup value there as my lookup. Sorry, no. My lookup should be, sorry, tab. My lookup should be this company. Don't forget that we have data this thing here. Don't forget that we already have our what? Data validation here. Don't forget what we usually do. You remember what we do now? We pick our lookup from the staff the company are looking for. So I'm going to say equals match. Then I'm going to pick my lookup value is going to come from here. That's my lookup value. That is the company A I'm trying to look up. Then my lookup array will now be what? My lookup array is going to be under the company. I'm going to look up all this array like this. Can you see? Don't forget this is what we do. When you look up for a particular thing, look for that thing in that list of it. Array is a list. I'm going to lock it in F4. Don't forget. It's still the same thing as X lookup we've done and the other things we've been looking up since. I'm going to put in what? I'm going to put in comma. It says, what kind of match do we want? I say I want an exact match, which is 0. So exact match is 0. I'm going to put brackets and it's what? Enter. So it's giving me what? $1. What is $1? Company A 2014. What is it giving me? It gave me $1 because it cannot look it up because I've done company A. Company A is giving me 1 because it can only understand 1 because I've not matched it together with what? The year. Because I've said look at what I've said, look up this company A, and the lookup array is this. So the difference between this and the other X lookup is that now I've done lookup value is this, lookup array is this. Now the match type. Don't forget if you're using X lookup. Remember X lookup. Let me do X lookup. Tell me the difference. X lookup value is this, right? Lookup array is this, right? Don't forget to. Now tell me the difference between the two of them. Then now it will tell you to give me what? Return array. However, this useless lookup didn't ask for return array. Can you see it? That is why it is not a recent one, it's an old one. Can you see? It only said lookup value, lookup array, and what? And then match type. Can you see it? Lookup value, lookup array, match type. This one says lookup value, lookup array, and return array. So we don't have a return array here. That's our problem. That's why it gave me only $1 because he expected to put something more. So now, which means I have to now do match again to get my return array, right? So then I haven't. Okay, so I'll set 0, right? Oh, sorry, I'm putting this again in brackets. Okay, so then now I have to now put comma, right? So then I'm not going to put. And so now for me to now get the exact distance to get it for me up to the point I want, I'm not going to think that what can I do? I have to now bring in what is called the offset formula, which is this. I've used match now, right? I've used match, right? So I've used match, right? So now I want to use what the offset function now. So now for me to use offset, I'm going to now bring offset at the beginning here to adjust the formula. So I put in offset now says that what? It says give me the reference. So this is my reference now for offset. All of this formula are my reference. This match are my reference. So now it says what is the row? What is the row count I'm saying? So that is why I wrote this one here. The row count is 1 because the first year starts in 2013. Do you get? So from this now, let me just explain. Let me put this here to explain the row for you. So now the row is saying that I should give him the row and the column. The row is going to be 1 because don't forget this is row, right? This is row, this is row, this is column. So the row, if I say company A, I'm looking for company A from this match. Then I put my reference as this. However, I want the row to be just one step forward, which is this row, like this, which is one row. I want it to move by one row. Do you get? And I also want the column to move by one column, which is this. I want it to move by one. Do you get? I don't know if you're following me. I want the row to move by one because this is row one. So in my reference now, I've already referenced this. So having referenced this is out of the box. So now it's not saying that what is the row? The row has to move by one. So I'm moving the row by one. Then what is my column? I'm also moving my column by one. So I've done move row by one, move column by one. Can you see it now? Row, column by one. So that's what I'm going to be doing there in my offset formula. So now I'm going to move the row by one. I'm going to also move the column by one. Then now the height. I'm going to explain the height to you now. The height. Now is asking that how far do I want it to go up? Height is like how far up I want it to go. Now I've said now that this is my reference. Don't forget what the formula says: offsets, reference, row, column, height, width. Now I've done the reference and I've done the row. I said the row should move by. This is my reference, right? I want the row should move by one. I want my column also to move by one, which is going to give me the same 2013, which is here. Row, column, row. It's giving me the same thing. Then my height. Do I want my height to move? Do I want my height to move up? Wait, sorry. Something might be off in my formula. 1 minute. Yeah, I missed the reference. Sorry. I missed the reference. I'm so sorry. Let me start the formula again. So, offset. I'm sorry, please. Now, the reference, because this company is a group holding company that has different subsidiaries. Can you see subsidiary A, subsidiary B, subsidiary C, subsidiary? I don't know if you are still there with me. So, it has different subsidiaries. It has subsidiary A. It has subsidiary A, B, C, D, E, F, and so on and so forth. So I need to reference the main company itself, which is the group holding company, which is here. So let's say we have a group holding company called Moses Limited. Let me just do that. I can call this Moses Limited, Moses Group, to make us understand. Then I have this as my subsidiaries in my company. Then I have to reference what I'm going to say. If say equals offsets, then I have to reference what's my group first as my reference. Then now my row. For my row is going to be my match because my row is this. My row is this. What am I matching in my row? So I could be matching my dates. I could be matching my year. So, but I want to match the company first. So I'm matching this row. Do you get? I'm matching this row first. And I'm not going to say equals. I'm going to say match. I'm going to say the lookup value for the match is going to be what? This, like I did before. Then the lookup value is going to be what? This, which is my row, right? Then I'm going to lock it in an F4. I'm going to say, comma, give me an exact match. Then I put bracket and I put comma. Then I says I should give him the column. The column is going to be 1 because the column is going to move from this A. Now it's going to move just by 1 like this, right? This will move by 1. I want it to move by 1. Sorry, I want it to move by 1. The column to move by 1 and to move by 1 like this. That's how I want the column to move. So I'm going to put my column as 1 to move by just 1. So you might have to watch the video to understand this thing is a bit complex. Then the height, it was because of the height I knew the formula before was wrong because the height should be moving by 1. Because if I'm saying I want it to move by this column alone, which is 1, then I have to now know what am I moving the height by? The height should be moving by 1 also. Because if I move the height by more than 1, it means that I will not get exactly what I'm looking for. It will be spilling into other companies. If I move the height by 2, 3, it will split to other companies. So I have to move the height by 1. So I'm going to put also what 1 year. I'm going to put what comma. Then now the width. This is the width. How far do I want it to go? So now don't forget I've done the width for this. I've done for that. I've done the color for that. I need to now know the width. How do I want the width to go? I have to now bring in a match formula again in it. I have to now repeat a match formula. I'm not saying match March. Now, is that going to be the what? The year. I'm going to say the year, which is 2024. I'm going to put comma. I'm not going to reference the dates because these dates are what I'm going to use to do my lookup. Don't forget, I'm going to block it in F4. Don't forget, I've looked up this using the company. Company A equals the company list here. Then the match of the dates because I want to match the company A, which is my subsidiary, and the year together. So the match which is ELF, which is this 2014, which is 2014, which is the year. I'm matching it. I'm looking for it where look up array, and from all of this array is where the dates are. That on that. I'm now going to do what? Bracket close. No, I need to put something more, right? I need to put exact match. It's an exact match. I'm going to put bracket close. Remember, I told you in Excel when you're writing formula that if your formula is ending and you are seeing that you have just your jacket is showing as colored, you have to keep putting jacket until you see the jacket become black. Don't forget I said that. So I have to put more jackets. It's now black. So I believe the brackets are okay now. I'm going to just hit enter. So now sales to 2024 is 3,342 and 2,136. Can you see it for company A? Can you see it? If I change to 2025, if it to show me error because I have formulas here. Oh, it didn't spill because I have formula here. I have things here. Let me just move them away. Can you see it's spilling? Can someone tell me how to finish this formula? Can you see it's spilling? Who can tell me how to finish this formula?
You will use
Sir, please,
the
is that
F function.
Sorry, let her talk. Sorry, Mr. Opele, let her talk.
okay?
Go on.
You will use the F function
I'll use what? The
to lock it. You use the function and the F4 to lock it.
No, I don't need to lock it because this is a spill range. Can you see it? Anytime you see a Apple formula here and you're seeing a blue in other lines, it's a spill range. If I put a data here, it will tell me spill. Can you see? Can you see it's telling me spill?
Okay.
If I take data away from there, then the range is going to spill properly. So there's something I need to put there. Mr. Opele, do you want to tell me what I'll put there?
What did you say?
What am I going to do to stop the spilling?
For you to stop moving to the other
Yes.
columns,
Yes.
you can use the dollar function.
No.
That's no, not the dollar function.
Don't
You can
worry,
absolute.
you are not close to the answer. Aminat, can you tell me the answer, please? Aminat. Aminat, are you there?
Yes, I'm there, but I have no idea.
Okay.
How about if you cancel the formula from the other this thing?
If I do equals sum
How about canceling
this,
the next formula?
what will I get? 3,003, right? I'm showing you something now. If I do equals sum that, I'll get 3,003, right? If I then do equals sum this and I move it down to this way, what will I get? 10,001, right? Eh? Hmm? So what I need to add to the formula is a sum at the end. I'm just going to put sum, that's all. Then close the bracket because the bracket is showing red, it's showing colored. I need to close the brackets. Sorry, close the brackets. Can you see it? Let's check if what I've done is correct. For 2015 sales for company A, up to 2015 sales, can you see it? What do I have down here in my Excel? Can you see it down? Can you see my arrow? See my cursor? Can you see it? Let's sum it. Equals sum. Can you see it? This is correct. The formula is correct. If I change to 2016 sales, it will change for me. If I change from company A to company B or company D, can you see? Company D 2016. Company D 2016. Can you see it? Is this? Was it 12,931? Let's check if it's correct. Let's check. Sum. Company D 2016. 2016. Can you see it? 12,931. Can you see it? That's the formula. So the missing puzzle was the sum. So I don't know, do you get that clear? If you don't get it clear, you have to go back and watch the video. I don't know if that is clear to an extent to us.
So it's clear, but my confusion here is that since you said okay, up to year 2026, okay, up to years from
If
previous year to 2026, okay.
2016, so if I change it to
Yeah.
2018, it's like you knowing your sales up to a point in time. You get
It's clear now. It's clear now to me. So it's just for us to go and battle with the formula, get ourselves used to the formula.
Mm. I'm coming. I'm trying to check. I'm trying to test something. 1 minute. I was going to show you this too in another place, but let me just quickly. Return array, X lookup again. Lookup value. Don't worry, I'm trying to do something. Don't worry. Don't be bothered. Oh, that won't work like this. I know what I'm trying to do. It won't work like this. I have to use index. I have to use index match to make that work. I'm going to teach you index match to next week. This formula will not work. I'm trying to do something, but it won't work. I've seen that it will not work. I have to use index match. Return array. Okay. It should work. 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 Yes, it should work. Yes. Yes. Can you see what I'm saying? Yes, that worked. So I'm going to explain to you what I've just done now. 2019. Yeah. Do you know what I've just done now? I've done a formula that will give me at a point in time. So let me just move this down. Don't forget what I taught you. So paste format painter, Alt H FP, arrow down. Automatically it does it for me. I don't need to bother myself. Then I'm going to put at a point in time. So this is the sales at a point in time. So what I've done is this. Now, let me click the formula. I've done X lookup. Lookup value is the company, right? I'm trying to get the sales. You know what we've done before is the sales up to a particular point in time, like up to year. For example, I've said sales up to 2019 has summed everything. Company D sales up to 2019, right, has given me 20,679, right? If I change it to 2014 and I do company maybe K, it's going to give me 8,004. That's 2014 company K. Can you see it? If I sum it up, 8,409. Can you see it? I could just do equals sum object K. This is it. Can you see it? 8409. So now I want to do just a single sales in a year. Like I want to check company G, for example, and I want to see the sales only in 2018. I want to see company G, the sales only in 2017, or the sales only in 2014. Do you know, only company E only in 2020 sales. I don't want it to sum up all these sales for me. Now, this is the formula I've just done now. X lookup. I just created the formula just now. I've said the lookup value is going to be this company. The lookup array, as we've been doing before, right? It's going to be this. Lock it in F4 so it does not move the cell around. Then the return array, instead of me giving the return array as this something, because I'm doing two-way lookup. So it's called a two-way lookup. I'm going to teach you next week. Don't worry. I have it here. This is two-way lookup. I'm going to show you. Look, I'm doing a two-way lookup, and I'm going to say X lookup again. I'm going to enter X lookup again. And I'm going to say lookup value will now be 2014 because I'm looking at two things at the same time. So I'm going to say the lookup array will now be the date in 2014. Lock it in an F4, then put a comma sign. Then the return array will now be the figures I want it to return finally now. But if I want to get like three-way lookup, I will do X lookup again. So assuming this is not the final thing, assuming I still have another thing to look up again, I'll still do X lookup again. Do you get? So because I'm just doing a two-way lookup, I'm not doing three-way lookup. I've done lookup 1, I've done lookup 2. So if I'm doing lookup 3, I will put lookup 3 again, but I'm only looking for the company and the date, which is 1 and 2. So I'm done. So my return array will now give me what? Will give me the figure I want to return. That's the return array. Lock in F4. It does not move about. Then put comma. If not found, give me what? Give me blank, 2 quotation mark. If exact match 0, brackets close, hit enter. Yes, I didn't close my brackets properly. That's why. Can you see it now? Can you see it now? That I have 3, 6. So company K sales, company I sales, company A sales, Company A sales in 2014 is 2,136. Can you see it? But however, the sales up to 2014 is 5,478. So if the MD wants to look at the figure of the accountant, you just need to look at the sales. Our sales for this year from January to August. What is our sales? Okay, sales up to 20. I want to see the sales we've made so far up to August this year. Let me know the sales. Oh, okay, this is the sales figure up to August this year. Is 5,478. Okay, what is the sales we've made this month? The sales made this month, okay, 2014. This up to this month, this could be month. This could be month instead of company. Say, it could be January, February, March, April, May. It could be company. It could be whatever you want to put there. Oh, my sales up to August, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August is 3,000, is 7,940 for 2014, but up to today's date in the years is this. But however, 2020, which we are in now, the sales in August is 4,916. Let's check it. Company H. Company H, the sales in 2020, can you see it? It's 4,916. Can you see it? Can you see it? Then that's it. Then the total figure of sales is this 27,435. Can you see it? By the way, if you highlight a cell and you want to copy, simple. I've highlighted this cell now, these figures now. Instead of me doing equal sum, let me teach you that again. There's a shortcut. Instead of me doing this, saying equal sum, right? Instead of me doing equal sum this, that's long thing. I could have even used Alt plus. Can you see Alt plus has done that for me? But that's also long thing. The other way to do it, you can just highlight this cell quickly, and then you see it has sum at the bottom for you. Can you see? If you want to copy, just click on it to copy. Once I do one click now, one click is copied. I'm just going to come and paste it here, Control V. Can you see it? The figure is pasted there. So anything you want to copy, I can highlight all this cell now, everything. And then can you see the figure is there, 46. I'm going to just click on it, it's copied. I'm going to just put Control V, space it. Can you see? So that's how to know how to sum something quickly in Excel. Also, a third way of doing that. So that's going to be all for today's class. Really exhausted. I'm going to take you index match. Index match is also like two-way lookup, but this one combines both H lookup and V lookup together, and X lookup. So that's index match. There's another two-way lookup. I'm going to give you two-way lookup, which you are going to look up. Two-way lookup. I'm going to give you. I've done this already. This is going to be an assignment for you. So assignments. I'm going to give you a link to submit the assignments in. So tab assignments, yes. All the greens are assignments. I'm going to send the assignments tomorrow. I can send them today. Then next week, I'm going to go to if statements. I'm going to go to logic statements. You have to be prepared. If you can watch anybody's video, please go and watch on if statements. It is very critical. It is very, very critical. If statements. Let's save this. I'm going to stop recording. I'm going to stop recording. Stop recording. Yeah, stop recording.